challenge. We've seen some pretty tough competitors come through here today, and most left crying. And don't forget, there was that one that had to be airlifted out when he actually caught fire. Our next contestant is Smokey, a rough and tough rider who's been all across America, 3-time winner of the Arizona Chili Chuck, National Wing Eating Champion 2 years running, and the only man to ever survive the fabled Tabasco, jalapeno, and wasabi pizza. Now he's here to try and make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame. He's eaten 15 of the 16 wall sauce jumbo wings required to make the Wall of Flame. Here goes the final wing. It's up. It looks like he's got a great handle on it. And there it goes down the hatch and...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh no, we're going to need the fire department for this one.
Are you man or woman enough to make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame? Drop by and try their blazing hot habanero pepper wall sauce. It'll light you up.
Presentation of Upstate Prepcast is presented by our title sponsor, Wings Etc., 2644 Bowling Springs Road, Bowling Springs. Good food, great times, award-winning wings, and amazing etc. It's time for high school athletics on Upstate Prepcast. Promotional consideration given in part by Raymond James, Financial Advisor Tom Dixon, East Main Street, Spartanburg. By the law firm of Bell, Carrington, Price & Gregg, LLC. By Chad Wagner State Farm Insurance, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg. Like a good neighbor, Chad Wagner and State Farm is there. By the realtors of Brookshire Hathaway Home Services, C. Dan Joyner. The Spartanburg office, Jeff Parks, managing broker. By JB Trees, LLC. Professional work at a reasonable price. By Mike Varner Plumbing, located in Inman. Plumbing solutions since 1984. By the award-winning Flounder Seafood Restaurant, 160 Barbado Lane, Spartanburg. By GSP Security, providing video surveillance and security for residential and commercial. The View Church, Paris Bridge Road, Bowling Springs. By Blue Ridge Tire, we won't leave you flat, Highway 101 Greer. By GG's Creations, custom crafts for home and business. By Mahindra Tractors of the Upstate, Chesney Highway, Chesney. By the Pocahontas Country Club, Nature's Mountain Playground, Pocahontas County, West Virginia. By Warrior Trees, your expert tree removal solution. By J&L Lawn Service. By the Home Run Cafe, locations in Inman and Greer. By the Seawright Funeral Home, East Main Street, Inman. Celebrating loved ones since 1925. Now let's go live to the stadium with your announcers for tonight's action. With award-winning journalist Steve Roper on play-by-play, Kevin Jackson, your color analyst, and Rod McIntyre on sidelines.
Touchdown Cardinals!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to Landrum Cardinals football here on Upstate Prepcast. We're powered by Wings Etc. Good food, great times, amazing wings, etc. Go check them out in Bowling Springs soon. And we're joined here in Central High School, Pageland, South Carolina. They have been known in the past as Central Pageland High School, but I think they're currently going by Central High School. And you're listening to our broadcast. Again, we made the 2.5-hour drive down here, at least from my house, 2.5 hours. From the team, it may have been a little shorter, but we're glad to be here in Central South Carolina. And joining with me here on this long trip, playoff week 1 is Mr. Steve Roper. Steve, welcome in.
Oh, long trip down, but glad to be here. To tell you the truth, anytime that you're playing in November, as the coach said, is a good Friday night. And looking forward to a good matchup here between the Landrum Cardinals and the Central Eagles. And nice facility here.
Absolutely.
Beautiful facility.
Absolutely, and we'll take care of a little bit again. We had to pull out. Let's tell you about our sponsors again. Title sponsors of Wings, etc. Good food, great times, award-winning wings, and amazing, etc. 2644 Bowling Springs Road, Bowling Springs, 864-699-9464. And we're in the pregame show, co-sponsored by Raymond James Financial Advisor Tom Dixon. It's focused on providing trusted advice and tailored sophisticated strategies for individuals and institutions. 1445 East Main Street, Spartanburg, 864-582-1611. Also co-sponsored by the Flounder Seafood Restaurant, serving a wide variety of seafood, chicken, burgers, barbecue, steaks, and 5 different stews. 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, 864-576-3165. And you had something you wanted to add, Mr. Roper?
No. I was just thinking in my brain there, the financial commercial.
Yeah.
We should come up with one for him next year. If you've got the dime, baby, we've got the time. We will invest for you.
Well, as we said, folks, in the last few weeks
I have so little to do sometimes.
We talked to in the last few weeks the importance of winning out to potentially be on the road, but the Cardinals did not. So no time to sit around and kind of lick your wounds. The Cardinals now at this point, like everyone in the state, is 1 week at a time, survive in advance, and they'll get their journey started here tonight in Pageland, South Carolina, against the Central Eagles. As at this time, we're going to go to our GG Creations pregame show, and we have we started a few weeks ago the Landrum Cardinal football coaches show with head coach Brent Bridges live from the Southside Smokehouse in Landrum, South Carolina. We actually have a clip from that with interviews from Cardinal football players Ty Foster, A.J. Medvar, and A.J. Lindsey. So GG Creations, as it scrolls to the next page, we'll tell you all about them. GG Creations, they have, I always lose their place on our sheet, Steve. I don't know why. Providing custom crafts and laser cutting services to help you achieve your business and home goals. Located in Inman, check them out on Facebook at GG Creations. We're going to play you that interview, then we'll have a few sponsor commercials around that. So stick around and listen to the broadcast. Again, if you're wondering, you will not see live video from inside the stadium. Central Eagles, like many of the teams, not just them, so don't get mad at them, many of the teams during the COVID period, NFHS offered 2 free cameras to a partner, to any school that would take them. The caveat is, though, that the NFHS network becomes the exclusive streaming video provider, so we can only provide you audio of tonight's contest.
And that's why we are not ESPN.
That's right. We don't have money to.
We can't even afford the E.
We can't afford the E, much less the lawyers to fight the big corporate monopoly NFHS network. So, but we do appreciate Central for allowing us to come in and broadcast and putting us inside the press box here. So it's been a fun trip. Tell them about where we eat tonight. They're not sponsored, but we don't care.
It was a wonderful little buffet down in Lancaster. Or Lancaster. It depends on where you are geographically located in the state of South Carolina, how you pronounce that county. Or what? It's Lancaster or Lancaster. You know what? I think I do have a buddy that's friends with a lot of Landrum folks, Mr. Scott Mosley. He was friends with Nathan Williams and Eric McCarty and that crowd back in the day. I think he does live down in here somewhere. But the name of that buffet was
Joe Mars.
Joe Mars. And it didn't take us long to deduce that name had to be a combination of Joanne and Marshall. And, boy, we were correct, you know.
We were correct.
But I didn't win a free meal for guessing it.
No.
I tried my best.
But you certainly made a few laps around that buffet.
Yeah, I did.
Got in your steps.
We got in our steps to that. But I tell you, I stood there 15 minutes at that cash register trying to get a free meal and a T-shirt. And I failed, and I told her, I said, you're breaking the tradition. We've gone to the barbecue trail. I've got T-shirts from here. I'll throw them out now. The Smokehouse Cafe in Landrum. I've got the Iron City Barbecue in Blacksburg. We And the ones that wouldn't give me any is that pig place over in Easley.
See, what it is, there's been an APB put out in all Class 2A towns around. They got your picture on the side of every picture. If you see this man, do not give him a free shirt.
But I didn't like being frisked when I went into that Smoking Pig in Easley. And you said, what did I steal? And I said, I didn't steal anything. They're checking to see if I had my wallet. Take us away, Kevin.
All right, we'll have some commercials and then our pregame GG Creations pregame interview from the Southside Smokehouse in just a moment, folks. Stick around.
Are you concerned about the economy, interest rates, or current market conditions? For timely information based on sophisticated research, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Tom Dixon at 864-582-1611. He can discuss your specific needs and help to provide you with investment choices that make sense for you. Call Tom at 582-1611 in Spartanburg for an appointment. Raymond James Financial Service, member FINRA, SIPC, life well planned.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the Upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Visit the website at flounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165.
Southside Smokehouse Offensive Players of the Week. Here on my left, we have quarterback Ty Foster. On my right, we have senior wide receiver A.J. Medvar. Both of these guys, they had it going on Friday night, had a good connection, and Medvar finished the game with 2 receptions for 126 yards for 2 touchdowns. What's the average on that there, Meddy? 126, 2 divided. 63 yards per catch, man. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. One of them balls, now he kind of threw it down the field for you. He threw it about 50, but one of them, it wasn't but like a 4 or 5 yard pass, was it?
Yeah, it was like 6 yards.
Yeah, you took off on that one and you made him look good.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. So, Ty, tell us a little bit about coming out of the Chesney game. Talk a little bit about, how you feel going into the playoffs this week.
I feel good about it. I feel like we've had, especially with our week off, we were able to focus on some more things, definitely fix some things that we were able to see during the Chesney game coming out of it, and fix that. We've had 2 weeks to prepare, and we've had a good week of practice this week, so feeling good about it.
I agree. You had to have some good practices. And AJ, what are your thoughts going into as we get set to head down to Central Page on Friday night?
Really to just stay healthy, keep the same mindset, really. Mindset going into Chesney was just to win, help the team win, go out there and do what I had to do to just, win.
That's right.
That's really what just to go this week, just go out, win the first playoff game, go out to the next round, and do it again, and keep doing it.
That's a great mindset to have. That's a great mindset to have. Moving. Let's move away from football for a second. All right. Now let's talk a little bit. We've had Ty's been on before, so they've met Ty before. And let's talk about A.J. Medvar this year. Now you were a senior this year,
yes,
right? Yeah, came over. Last year was your first year at Landrum. You transferred from
Chapman
High School.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you go to middle school, elementary?
CGS.
You went CGS?
Yeah.
Okay. So you already knew a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Cool. I know we were glad to get you, man, and you had a big season for us last year, and you've been doing some great things this year. Outside of football, I know this is something I'm asking you this because I heard you talking about it last week.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking about moving on this your senior year and getting out of here. What you think about doing with your life?
Going to college. I'm gonna go to college for 4 years. I already think I know I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna be a coach, teacher.
Teacher, coach.
Yeah.
Okay. You thought about what you wanting to teach?
Really, I want to teach like personal finance.
Okay.
Because everybody likes making money.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
you're right.
And I think I can help people.
That's something
learn how
that needs to be
money.
taught. I bet a lot of you guys would struggle if we tried to get you to write a check right now. Y'all wouldn't know how. Ty, you know how to write a check? Come on, man. Y'all Cash App and Venmo and all this stuff, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. We we got to do something about that. We got to do something. So tell us a little bit about the chemistry here between you guys. I see it on the field. Y'all have a good chemistry, wide receiver, quarterback. You hear people talk about it. Y'all probably seen guys interviewed, quarterback, wide receiver. Y'all tell us a little bit about that.
I think a good reason, and one of the main reasons me and AJ, I feel like I can trust AJ. And he was injured in the beginning of the season. He came back, and he's been a great asset, and I've loved going to him. But also working with, when me, him, and Rowan work down during the defensive period, it's a lot of things that we can work on together and build a lot more chemistry, and know that I can trust him to do this because I know him so well and what he's going to do and how he's going to act.
So, AJ, you got to tell him, you got to be honest here now. I ain't going to put him on the spot. I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Y'all get all this time down there with Coach Lewis, who's a dang legend, who does a great job. But y'all get all this time when we're doing defensive Indian stuff. Now, you and Ty, he ain't come up with no little signals or something that I don't even know about, so y'all can look at each other and know we're going to do this or that, huh?
No.
Come on. That's y'all both smiling way too much.
We stick to the plan.
Okay. I hear you. Well, we look forward to seeing what you guys got in store for us Friday night. Congratulations again on being the Southside Smokehouse Offensive Players of the Week. Hope you guys do it again this week. We'll be back from this break with our Southside Smokehouse Defensive Player of the Week just in a moment.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the Upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Visit the website at flounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165.
Are you concerned about the economy, interest rates, or current market conditions? For timely information based on sophisticated research, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Tom Dixon at 864-582-1611. He can discuss your specific needs and help to provide you with investment choices that make sense for you. Call Tom at 582-1611 in Spartanburg for an appointment. Raymond James Financial Service, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg is the premier legal team you can trust. Founded by Griffin Bell, our firm stands for reliability, fairness, and honesty. Provide top-notch legal services that you can count on. They cover 10 practice areas, including business, finance, real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. Our friendly team in 5 states is ready to assist you with all of your legal needs. Call our Greenville office today, 864-272-0556. Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg.
This is Pastor Tyler from View Church. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road. If you've been turned off by religion, been discouraged or hurt by church, or maybe you just thought church was boring, you should give View Church a try. It's a place like none other. The people are genuine, the Spirit is obvious, and God is moving in this place. Visit our website for times and direction at viewchurch.org.
Coming back from the break, we have with us our Southside Smokehouse Defensive Player of the Week. Man, this kid was all over the field versus Chesney. He ended the game, and I don't know if Coach Reed told you your final stats, but total tackles, you had 21 total tackles. You were in on 21 total tackles. 14 of those being solos, 2 tackle for losses, and 7 assists. You were just all over the field, man. Tell us a little bit about, how you felt out there, how you played.
It's hard to feel good when you lose to a rivalry, but, I mean, it felt good to make a bunch of tackles. We didn't get the win, though, so it didn't feel as good, but it was still fun.
That's right. I understand. And, we talked about it earlier. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot sometimes, making little mistakes here and there. But, defensively, going into this week, AJ, we got Central Pageland. We're heading down there, and I know you guys don't know as much about the tradition of Central Pageland as some of us older guys do. And what's your thoughts going into this game as we have been preparing over the course of the past week?
I think we can beat them. We can't, like you said, shoot ourselves in the foot. We got to play as much as a perfect game as we can play. We can beat them, though. They're a lot faster than us, a lot more athletic. But if we play fundamental and discipline, I think we can get them.
That's right. And, one good thing I loved about having the bye week last week was being able to take the time. We took the time last week to go back and visit some of the fundamentals you're talking about. Going back through some of the day one tackling drills and just doing some things that, as the course of the season goes on, sometimes you just overlook because you're worried about game planning and your opponent and what you're doing and everything else that's going on. But you guys, I feel like you guys could have a great night Friday night defensively for us. This past going back to the Chesney game, AJ, we talked about your stats, 21 tackles. Your guy that lines up beside you there, Jaden Rose, he finished with 11 tackles. Brody up front, he had 6 total tackles. Coop had 5 total tackles. I mean, we had some guys getting after it. Dom had 3 total tackles on a bum ankle. He couldn't hardly move out there. It talked about the bye week and it being good for him getting back, Talk a little bit about, last week and how is it, my question is this, because I want to know how my players' minds work. So I'm going to store this away for next year. So it was our bye week. You got, I tried to cut down for y'all, give you Monday off, give you Friday off. Mm-hmm. But how hard is it to motivate yourself as a player to go out there and work hard to get better during the season and not have a game at Friday night?
It's definitely harder to do it when you do have a game because everyone likes games more than they like practice. And when you're practicing all week, it's like a countdown almost to the game. Like you're ready to go out there and play. And when you can't go out there and play because you have a bye week, I guess you don't want to try as hard, but you got to push through it. It's cool, I guess, because you can watch other teams on Fridays. That's one thing about a bye week that's cool, but other than that, it's not as cool as other
now
week.
Friday, like I said, I gave y'all Friday off. You had the opportunity Friday. I think you went over and watched Franklin Davis playing his first college game at Limestone College, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. How'd that go? Tell us a little bit. Give us a little bit about Frank there.
It was fun. Frank did good. I only could stay for the first half. But in the first half, he had 6 points, hit his first 2 shots ever.
Really?
In the college level. We were on the sideline talking trash to the other team for him.
Awesome. I'm glad y'all got to be there, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad y'all went and supported him. That speaks about our programs here, that y'all even took the time to go support him in his first college game, And talking about that, did you go to a high school game after that?
Yeah, we went to Gaffney versus Spartanburg. I have some friends that play for Spartanburg.
Oh, man, that was a good game, wasn't it?
It was a good game.
That was a really good game. Yep. Who ended up winning?
Gaffney ended up winning. Spartanburg was up 24-7 in the fourth quarter, and Gaffney came all the way back and won.
Well, hopefully we can go down to Central this Friday night and win. And AJ, I appreciate you and how hard you play and everything you do, and look forward to seeing you on the field Friday night. We'll be back right after this break.
There's nothing better than award-winning jumbo wings while you watch great sports programming on huge flat screens at Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinner, some snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat and watch the game here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com.
Do you have a tree problem? Look no further than JB Trees LLC. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. Schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511, or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
This is Steve Roper,
Kevin Jackson,
at Upstate Prepcast, and I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Verner's Plumbing, proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Verner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a...
Hold everything. Folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Verner's Plumbing of Inman. Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 and Saturdays from 8 to 4. You can start your day strong with protein shakes, smoothie bowls, lemonade shake-ups, or iced coffees. And don't forget our loaded teas with assorted flavors. The MVP of our menus, customers can't get enough. So call 864-915-4721 to place your order, or just slide on into Home Run Cafe, where every visit is a grand slam.
All right, welcome back to Landrum Football on Upstate Prepcast, powered by Wings, etc. Back here now on the Raymond James Financial and Flounder Seafood Restaurant pregame show. At this time, we'll give you a little bit of what we know about tonight's opponent, the Central Eagles. We are, of course, now in the South Carolina High School League's Class 2A playoff round 1 here tonight. Central comes into this matchup 8-2 on the season. Those only 2 losses were to 8-1 Louisville, which is one of the favorites to potentially win a state championship on the Class A level, and the eventual Region 4 Class 2A champion, 8-2 Sherrall. So this will be the first ever matchup between, on the football gridiron at least, between Landrum and Central. Central is one of those historically blue blood programs you think of in the state, having won 4 state championships in their history that I could find. Their last, however, being in 2010, and they have kind of struggled a little bit to find consistency. They have some good seasons with some not so good seasons in between, which is not like them historically. But first-year coach Jonathan Eason seems to be having them back on the right track with this 8-2 season, one of their best, like I said, since 2012. We honestly didn't find a whole lot online about Central, but I'll give you a little stats that I found that they posted on Max Preps, and that'll maybe paint a picture of what we're up against this evening. So some interesting stats for Central. Trey Wilson, one of their senior running backs, free safeties, he has 15 total touchdowns on the year. Aiden Short has 8. Dwayne Llewellyn Jr. has 5. They have sacked the quarterback quite a bit. Kobe Davis may be a name we hear of tonight on the defensive end. He has 6 sacks on the season. Dontavius Covington with 4. Eric Maddox has 2 for them. Tavion Moore, the junior cornerback, also listed as a quarterback, has 4 interceptions on the season, so he's a ball hawk we may see on the evening. Dwayne Llewellyn Jr., though, appears to be the main quarterback, 6 touchdown passes on the season, 4 of those, again, to Trey Wilson out of the backfield. And that Trey Wilson, he seems to be everything for him, 11 rushing touchdowns. Aiden Short with 6. Dwayne Llewellyn, the quarterback, has 5. And looking to see, I think that's all the notable stats we have on them. So, Steve, obviously a team that's going to, sounds like it wants to rush to football, something they've done very well around here for a long time.
That's what I was sitting here thinking as you were giving those stats, and the key stat there for the quarterback with 6 touchdown passes, I believe you said. Mm-hmm. You got a receiver with 15, I mean, not a receiver, but
and most of those to the running back.
Exactly, a running back with 15, then 5 and 8. So they've spread it around pretty good, but you've got the one that stands out, so you got to watch out for him. Like you say, they're going to run that football. It sounds to me like a lot of screens. We're going to see screens and things like that. A lot of RPO, probably quarterback keepers and things like that. Just and power football from them for sure. They're going to take advantage of their strength up front, because what we saw out there warming up a minute ago is a pretty good sized crowd of guys, you know, and coming in not knowing what to really expect, but you can expect one thing. And this is a town that tradition lives still, even though it's been a roller coaster for the last several years, as you say, you point out. But I've seen this place, well, not this place, but this program at its top and at the pinnacle of success. And this is a program much like Abbeville or Clinton, so to speak, or some other small towns where Woodruff, every kid aspires to one day be on the high school football team. And God, I can't wait till that happens to Landrum, where every kid just wants to go out to play high school football and such as that, you know. But here, it's still there. A lot of good schools in tough regions in this part of the state to compete against, though, to get into that next level once you get to the playoffs. So,
well, we certainly hope the Cardinals program on the rise have done very well this week, season 5-4 coming into tonight, and looking to survive and advance here in Class 2A competition. For the Cardinals, big thing we figured on tonight, the rushing defense in the last couple of weeks of competitions have struggled early in the season, did really well about wrapping up on tackles, about rushing to the ball and flocking to the ball, for lack of better terminology, but not so much in the last few weeks. Certainly, we think of the keys to the game. Can this Cardinal defense fend off this rushing attack and be able to limit the big plays?
Well, you better be wrapping them up when you tackle this evening, because these are the type of backs here that continue to churn their legs and twist that body. And if you're not meaning to wrap them up and put them to the ground, they're going to they're going to escape, get a touchdown run on you. I don't understand today's players. Maybe it's the pads. They're so much smaller from what we had a long time ago.
They are.
You watch TV, you can tell the difference from years ago.
I miss the linebackers with the giant stack pads and the face mask.
There's two things. One thing I know that peeves you off more than anything, and I had a Facebook post today. I posted it. You're not a fan, and I'm not really a fan of these shotgun formations and stuff, but, coaches like to throw the ball in high school more than they did in the past, so that saves you those 3 or 4 steps, dropping back and such as this. I'm a traditionalist. I like to see a man under center, take the snap. Kevin Jackson hates inside the 2-yard line.
Short yardage situations.
Yeah, and you're already giving yourself 5 yards behind the ball.
Right.
I know you hate that, but the one thing that I hate more than anything in high school football is to see a defender come up and just run into the runner with his shoulder.
Shoulder tackle.
I know the rules may have changed from my day, but my day, I put that face right in them. You can't use the crown of your helmet now and things like that, of course. But, I'd at least latch onto them like a greased pig or something.
Yeah, you got to do something to slow that ball carrier down and allow the rest of your team to have a chance.
And that goes on everywhere.
It does.
I see that on,
Absolutely.
So, but I have noticed by watching some other YouTube videos of other schools from across the state and the country.
The difference being the margin of error at some places at a Landrum where we don't have those other guys maybe fast enough to get over there and get to that player. You have to be able to slow down and get your teammates to help. So that's really what separates sometimes is that depth, the margin of error that you have, that if you throw the tackle and you miss, there may not be somebody to back you up on to get to.
And I guess we
help.
bring this up because of what happened in our last game. We just kept throwing the shoulder into a guy.
Well,
and then we turned him loose and he goes 58 yards, I think, for a touchdown.
We certainly a couple of times rode the backs of a Chesney Eagle, looked like we were on the merry-go-round and fell off. So that's definitely something that'll have to be cleaned up tonight. We're getting ready to go inside the stadium here. Rob, if you'll keep your mic on and turn, and we'll pick up the in-house stadium audio here of the Central Eagle PA announcer.
Presenting today's colors is Central High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC program. National colors, Cadet Captain Luis Ortiz. Marine colors, Cadet Sergeant Derek Rivers. Rifle bearers, Cadet Second Lieutenant Clark Arrington. And Cadet Staff Sergeant Angel King. Please now for Governor Fowler. Amen.
Rob, if you will hold your microphone out, we're going to use yours for stadium audio. All righty.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Your Lawrence Welk reference for the evening.
That's what Lawrence would have said after.
At this time, we're going to go back down to the sideline for tonight's weather report as Rob McIntyre awaits the captains to come to midfield for the coin toss. Rob, what's things feeling like out there at field level?
I tell you what, it's a little cool down here. It's a balmy 53 degrees last I checked.
What happened to them shorts?
Well, I told you I was prepared. You just didn't believe me.
He's got some black leggings on now,
Yes, sir, I do.
Come down here sporting them legs off all the way through Lancaster trying to get a free meal up there.
I did. I tried, but it didn't work. I'm glad you paid for it.
Oh, well, it's only because you had your shoes on.
Thank you, sir.
No, he probably didn't, but that's why he was running to the car. He didn't pay for it.
He said, I'm from Landrum. This place here requires shoes.
Well, anyway, guys, it's a beautiful, clear night here, so I'm looking forward to a good football game.
Let's see who our captains are, Rob. I see number 2, Titus Poree.
66.
Blake Bridges.
Yep, I see 24 over.
A.J. Lindsay.
And number 4, yeah, that's
Cooper Tidwell.
Cooper Tidwell.
As we await Central Band playing their heart out over there, awaiting their Eagles to come out onto the town. One of the better bands I think we've had the pleasure on the road of hearing this year, so they're rocking it out over there.
That was a rousing rendition of the old Star Spangled Banner, I must say.
It was nicer, good arrangement and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I noticed that the trumpet player got a little bit jazzy with it, though, so I like that. See, look across the way there at these captains. Number 1, Dontavius Covington. You mentioned that name earlier, didn't you, Kevin?
Yep. Number 5.
Number 5 is Sean Davis. And 4, is it?
Yeah, I believe it's 4.
M.J. Allen and?
One on the end, Rob.
Number 3, Trey Wilson.
So they did 1, 3, 4, and 5.
All right, let's take it
That's
down.
Correct.
Let Ron bring us the
Rob,
excuse me, after all these
At least
weeks.
you didn't call him Phil, so
Yeah,
take it away. Take it away, Rob.
Y'all shake hands, please, sir. I hope you guys had a great day at school today, and congratulations on making the playoff, okay? Remind you guys about sportsmanship for the night, okay? And make sure that all night long you keep your pads covered and your pants below your knees, okay? I'm Ted Mann, I'll be your referee for the night, and remaining crew will introduce themselves.
That's nigga, line judge. Coach Gibson, back judge.
Chuck Ware, linesman. Tyler Uten, umpire.
And Mr. Uden's going to come forward and witness the coin toss. Landrum, you're the visiting team. You get the call. What are you going to call? Going to call heads. Okay, that's a heads. That's tails. That's heads. And that's tails. You call it heads, right? Here we go. And it's tails. You want to toss. What do you want to do? You want to defer to the second hand. Okay. You want to defend. Okay. Okay, you want the football. Okay, which way you going to kick it? Okay, turn your back and face that way.
The Eagles have
Y'all
won the
turn
toss
around
and they
this
have
way.
deferred to the second half. So they will kick off.
Landrum will receive the initial kickoff.
All right.
I tell you what, and kickoffs this evening are going to be brought to you by J&L Lawn Services, the Cadillac of lawn care. Give them a call at 864-449-6188. I love the accent, the low country accent. That's all I'm going to say. I loved it.
That's the one great thing, we lamented the long drives, but it allows us to go to corners of the state that we normally otherwise wouldn't.
This is what gets me. I mean, technically, we call ourselves the Upstate because we're in that northwest quadrant or whatever, Yeah, I know. Watch it. It could be a big chicken rolling in here sometime. But you drive straight down number 9. Here come the Cardinals to the rousing applause of all 38 people assembled here, mostly parents. And thank goodness they come support their children. But we're going to let you know at home if you're listening. Anyway, back to traveling down Highway 9. It's like a little straight little shot, and you're still in that upper quadrant of South Carolina, but you get down in the Union and run into that sand, as I noticed. That just it's totally different. And get to the restaurant up there, and the lady said, "Are y'all from here?" I said, "No, I'm from up there." But she wanted to know was we were from here. You know you ain't in Spartanburg County no more. You hear that? That's the Central Pageland Eagles coming onto the field.
Never seen a red or blue eagle, but
yeah.
But that's their mascot, and their school colors: red, blue, some white.
Well, the first administrator or whatnot, superintendent was colorblind or something. I don't know.
But yeah, we'll be like our old pal Justin. Eagles in their white helmets, red jerseys with white lettering, and red pants with white socks and white shoes, red trim.
Looks like Kirby Gentry and McClintock are back deep to receive this kickoff this evening.
Cardinals in the black helmets, white jerseys with black lettering with red trim and black pants.
We saw speed against Clinton. We're going to see speed here tonight also. We're getting a little feedback on somebody's mic there, I think, wasn't it?
That's Rob's, right?
Yeah, okay. Make sure we don't get any good adjectives picked up down there in the heat of the moment. That's usually what you worry about from me, but now we have a third source. A second source, I mean. Who's that teeing it up, Kevin? 88 or 20? 20? Jaden Hillian, it looks like, or sounds like. I don't know. Yeah, that's what his parents named him, Jaden Hillian.
Yeah, Hillian, Jaden Hillian. I would say that's correct.
It's close enough. Mine was spelled with an E, and there it goes. Short little pooch kick. Cardinals will fall on it at the 36-yard line. Heads up play over there by number 18, paying attention as that ball squibbed through there, through that front line there, and Hunter Shiflett comes up, the big special teams play to start the game for the Cardinals, keeping them in possession after the opening kickoff. And they'll start at their own 35-yard line on their first series of the evening. Ty Foster at the quarterback. A.J. Medfar will come to this side. Cardinals moving from our left to right. Handoff to Aiden Kelly with some running room into the secondary. It's going to get 11, maybe. Looks like 11, but we're at an angle here. Move the chains, they say. He got 11 out of it.
He got that flounder seafood first down.
Start the game off. That's a good one, as Rob said. Flounder seafood first down, right up the heart, 1st and 10. Foster now will send Pori in motion to the left. Throws it to him out there. McClintock pulls it in out there on the Pageland Central sidelines over there. He's going to get about 6 yards out of it. Pageland's crying, wanting a fumble over there, but if he did, it went out of bounds. So 2 plays for the Cardinals, positive so far. The only thing that I could see that will be detrimental if the old convicts come out in defense and start throwing a flag to stop us. We're moving the ball on our first series. 3 receivers to this side. Medvar goes back in motion, back towards Pori, pulls up. Foster play action over the middle, overshoots Gentry at the 40-yard line. Great play design there. I haven't seen that one this year.
Yeah, they were drawing everybody back at that runner in motion to the left. He went back at the last second and was trying to catch him right in that little soft zone there, right between the right and middle linebacker there, but just overshot. Had a chance if it was accurate.
All right, that'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3. Foster takes the snap, slings it out of the backfield. It's A.J. Lindsey, I believe, that pulls it in out of the backfield on that far side. Hard to see from this angle. It was A.J. out of the backfield. They stopped him for, a loss there. We lose about a yard on that one, Kevin. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 now. And on comes the Mike Varner.
Yeah, credit their defensive backs there. They read that very quickly and stuff, and we definitely see speed here, unlike we've seen maybe outside of Clinton all year, even in some of our efforts versus Chesney and Liberty weren't that fast to the ball, and they made up for that
As all
time
season
there.
long, fourth downs and punts are brought to you by Mike Bronner's Plumbing Solutions since 1984. Give them a call at 864-472-8756. Gentry lays the cowhides to it, takes a bounce at the 20. Pageland Central man picks it up at the 5. He drops it. Cardinals are all over it. He shouldn't have picked it up. We got it at the 15-yard line. First mistake of the ball game, and it goes to the Eagles, Kevin.
Well, sometimes the players, they just feel invincible, think they're going to make a play, make a big statement. That time he waited till the Cardinals almost already right on him, picked it up. And
Harper Gosnell, I believe, is credited for the fumble recovery. We are wheeling and dealing at the Pageland Central. It looks like the 11. Make it. Where is it exactly? We're inside.
By the time the returner got that ball, the Cardinals were already right on him. So as soon as he picked it up, he was hit and lodged that ball loose.
14-yard line, says our spotter. Big Brody's daddy's out there. He's going to be our spotter tonight. All right, 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Big break after the punt. Aiden Kelly hit in the backfield, spins away, can't get away from the second group. And I tell you, they're going to be
tough. He might have lost a yard on that one.
They are going to be tough up front right here when their backs are against the wall here. I'm looking at that line. They are not that big, size-wise, not height-wise, but they are solid. The nose guard, number 20, is probably 5'8", but a solid 180 pounds. Right over the center, he's lined up. Foster from the shotgun, Pori in motion, back to the right. Foster pump fakes, throws it to the outside. Pori can't hang on, incomplete.
Would have been met right away by number 3, Trey Wilson, on the defense. Pori out there in the flat, but it was well covered and would have been probably a loss on the play if it had been caught. Anything underneath behind the line of scrimmage right now, they're sold out on. It's going to take something downfield to kind of get this rush from pinning their ears back and getting in the Cardinal backfield.
Well, with their quickness, it's going to be hard to get to the outside.
It is.
And now it is 3rd and 1.
11.
Kelly, 11, sorry. Foster to throw, back of the end zone. Caught! Gentry, touchdown in the back of the end zone, Cardinals. Gentry in the back of the end zone. That's Kirby Gentry with the touchdown pass from 14 yards, make it 17 yards. There was a 3-yard loss.
Again, they've sold out on those flats up the middle on the blitz and a rush, and Gentry got behind that defense in the secondary, and Ty Foster with a laser down there. Great job. To the sidelines.
Yeah, we got Kirby Gentry on the snap. Titus Pori on the hold, and I think that was Martinez on the kick. I didn't catch his number.
9:02 remaining here in the first quarter of play. The Cardinals draw first blood, taking advantage of a muff punt by the Central Eagles. 7-0 Cardinals. Hang on, fans.
All right, guys, 30-second commercial for GSP Security. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
No, it's your turn to go. I did the last one.
No, this one's yours.
Man, I've already got a security system from GSP Securities. You're the one who needs to talk about this.
Well, you can talk about it because I don't know anything about it, so you tell me.
I've got cameras, I've got motion detectors, I've got everything that I need to be safe at my house.
Oh, come on.
All right, forget it. Y'all both forget it. Just go to www.callgsp.com today to request a free quote.
7-0 Cardinals, 9:02 in the first quarter. Cardinals look good on their taking advantage of at least the situation after the muff punt. And Ivan Williams, will tee it up for the Cardinals, and he'll lay the cowhides to it. Another bouncer picked up at the 20-yard line, trying to cut it to the outside, but there is Cooper Tidwell and A.J. Lindsey to meet him, and A.J. goes down. Last week, ladies and gentlemen, A.J. had 22 tackles. He was in on that one, and he's favoring that left wrist right now a little bit. I think he caught a helmet to it, but, you could amputate it, and that kid would still be wanting to play.
It's hard to tell if he's that or the hip.
I think it's in the wrist area.
He was holding his hip, so I think it just may have took a helmet to the hip.
All right, so the Eagles will start from their own 29-yard line. This is the first time that we'll get to see Them on offense, they'll send a pair of receivers to each side. They've got an offensive line that averages about 6'3". Quick run to the outside by number 14 into the open towards the home sidelines, turning the corner past the midfield stripe into Cardinal territory. And my goodness, was he fast.
Blink and you miss him. I mean, I lost track of him. Next thing I knew, 20 yards downfield there, he's cutting to make a run. So.
Ashton Wilson. Looks like he stands about 5'6", 160 to 65 pounds. And that was a Flounder Seafood first down. Moving from our right to left, Eagles. Quarterback keeper Smith on that left side. He gets stuffed. He doesn't go anywhere. There's A.J. racking up his second tackle. Big Bruiser Brody is over there, along with number 60, Matthew Sexton in on the stop. And Eli Shirley. I called out a lot of names because they were all there, Kevin. Look at the sticks. Give him 2 yards on that, 2nd and 10. Got that pistol formation on. Little reverse back to the left side. Bruiser Brody's had him in the backfield. He gets loose, still fighting his way forward, but he doesn't get too much further. He'll get maybe 3 yards out of it. He didn't fool Bruiser. Bruiser had him there for a second.
No, they got more than they probably deserved on the play, but great job by the Cardinals when they're contained there. They did not bite on the reverse, and they had him there. Just let him get 3 or 4 more than he needed, but that'll be something we can't do consistently all night long. Got to wrap up and get him down.
3rd and 4. I look for 14 to carry it, or that big old quarterback. He's a big old rascal to keep it here. Definitely they are not going to throw it. Shirley, don't make a fool out of me. The snap. And he does throw it. And it is caught for the first down. I knew if I said it, he would, you know.
Shoestring tackle. I almost thought I saw a blade of grass fly there before it went in, but they rule it a catch, and they're going to move the chains.
I tried to use reverse psychology on that, saying, oh, don't let him throw it.
Well, you know, there is times you see that all the time. Look, you need 1 or 2 yards, and the coach throws for it for a 4th down, but not this time.
New set of chains for the Eagles. At the Cardinal 25-yard line, moving from our right to left, looking to throw outside, overshoots the receiver out of the backfield. No whistle yet. Didn't know if that was a lateral or not. They'll call it a pass and incomplete.
It certainly looked forward from here, but you got to watch the officials, and if he doesn't blow that whistle, you got to go run for the ball. We kind of stood around watching, so that's something you got to play to the whistle, as they always say.
That's why I was kind of hesitant to make the call there, thinking, okay, I'm going to wait for that whistle. Yep, when it blows the whistle, he hadn't yet. It's a live ball for me. 2nd and 10. They'll send a pair of receivers out to each side. Little draw play to number 14. Gets away. A.J. Lindsey cleans it up. Just a basic draw play there. Now it's 3rd down and 6. Would you call that 6? This scoreboard, how far are we away from that scoreboard up on that hill? We are a football field away from that or more.
Steve, I got 5.
You got 5? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. You're closer. Tight formation, double tight end formation with 2 running backs. Direct snap coming to the lone running back. Looking to the right side. He's going to get the first down, weaving in and out of traffic, and a saving tackle by McClintock, or else he would have scored. They just bunched them all up in there, ran between the tackles.
Yeah, tell you what, these guys have such quick burst and acceleration. We hit him in the hole, but could not get a hold of him, just squeeze through there.
We got 1st and goal from the 5.
Inside the red zone now. Handoff goes to number 3, looking to get to the outside. Misses one. Cardinal misses him. Tidwell can't catch him. Touchdown, Eagles. M.J. Allen, the ball carrier, and touchdown.
Impressive runner. He's 0 to 60 in about under a second. I mean, he hit full gear very quickly.
Down to Rob with this extra point. It's going to be a 2-pointer. Rob, take it away.
I hadn't seen the lineup yet. We'll see what they're going to do here. And from the set, it appears they're going to be going for 2. Got 1 man wide out wide out left. 2 backs. Quarterback, keeper, and it's good for 2.
All right. Swapping scores here in Pageland Central, South Carolina. 5:51 remaining in the first quarter of play. Central Eagles on top of the Landrum Cardinals, 8-7.
Discover the power of Mahindra at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney. We're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Visit our website at sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of tough.
Back here at Central High School in, what county am I in, Kevin?
Chesterfield County.
He takes me so far away. I don't know where I'm at.
As long as I feed you and get you home.
That's right. I get in the back seat. I have gotten in the back seat and woken up in Myrtle Beach before, so.
Well, just be glad you're not in a bag floating down the river.
I've been there before, but I woke up, broke out of the bag. Or was that when I was born? That's just a dream of when I was born.
Oh,
That's
okay.
kind of like what it seemed like. McClintock and Gentry are back to receive this kick, but it's not going to go anywhere to them. It's a line drive to Aiden Kelly, and Kelly picks it up, and he takes it up to the 45-yard line. Just a line drive, like straight to the shortstop off the batter, Kevin.
Well, since I discovered we were actually family, I can't make fun of yours anymore being born because
I don't know
anything I
did
applied.
Did you tell the people at home that story yet?
Oh, no, I haven't told that story yet.
Don't tell them.
We'll tell them.
Ancestry.com, I think they're liars.
Through the gift of Ancestry.com, Steve Roper and I are fourth cousins once removed, so this is a family outfit.
You were so happy to be related to me. We'll send 3 receivers out. Now Pori comes back in motion, back towards Foster, pulls up. Little delayed handoff. No, he fakes it to Aiden, keeps it himself. He's going to get about 1 yard out of that. So right now,
I outfitted myself for a bag over the head. And bought a shirt that says Steve Roper's cousin.
Yeah, but I like the part about once removed.
Once removed.
There's a reason why we removed the Jacksons. I don't know why, but it's got to be a good reason. We got about a yard out of that. So it's 2nd and 9. McClintock, Medvar, Pori. Pass outside, pulled in by McClintock. Loses his footing. Regains it. And pulls up. And he's going to get about 3 yards out of that reception.
Play that shows why these coaches are really excited about McClintock. That one there, a good catch over the back shoulder there, but the athleticism to keep his feet, keep going, and pick up positive yardage there. The sophomore doing a good job on that play.
Earlier in the year, he had difficulty sometimes, just a few weeks back, but now I think, he's getting into the groove, and he's learning and getting better. And he and Pori are split out to the top side, Medvar to the bottom, rush from the backside, Foster rolling to the left, fires too high, intended for Pori, who takes a shot in the back while he's leaping into the air trying to pull that ball down, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And, of course, all 4th downs are brought to you by Mike Varner's Plumbing Solutions since 1984.
Good play designed defensively there by Central. They brought a corner up to the line right at the last second, blitzed off the right side of the line. Foster was rolling to his left, but definitely felt that pressure and had to get rid of it a little early, caused that ball to just
Looks
be
like
off the
we're
mark.
going to be kicking this one away, guys. Kirby Gentry back to make the punt here.
Unless Riverboat Brent is.
We got number 3 for the Eagles back.
Standing back at his own 15, lets it go over his head. It's a slow bouncer, and we might get it, and we do. We downed it inside the 5, and Pori is laying. Gentry, I believe, that's number 5. Hayden Wink Martindale downs it for the Cardinals at the 3-yard line. So, if we can make a stop here, or are they going to go 97 yards? I don't want that to happen.
The last thing I'll bring up about this, because your buddy said that we play around too much, but when I did find out that we were related on both sides of the family, I envisioned the episode of Seinfeld where Jerry woke up and found out he'd gotten a blood infusion from Kramer and said, "You got 3 pints of Kramer in you, buddy."
What's the deal with the blood?
Oh, my God, I'm related to Roper.
I told you years ago when I discovered your mother was from Pickens, I said,
We long suspected it, but finally confirmed.
Starting from their own 3-yard line, they'll hand it off to the right side, and he's going to be hemmed up and stopped over there by that left side of the Cardinal line there, leading the charge out there. Carson Roach in on that stop, along with Eli Shirley. Roach doing the biggest part of the damage there, I believe.
Possibly a loss of 1 there.
Little defensive shakeup here this week. We've got Blake Bridges in there on the defense, who's usually is reserved for an offensive guard or center. Blake is lined up at the nose guard. Second and 11. Handoff to number 15. Bruiser Brody is there to make the stop with the Cardinals. Same play they've been running all night and have been successful so far, but that time we won the battle up front. Bruiser Brody and Carson Roach again in on the stop.
Yeah, defensive starters we have on the line. Brody Gosnell, Dominic Whiteside, Eli Shirley, and Mekhi McClintock is your official four.
You know, Blake is a big boy himself. When you've got him and to Brody to his right. They'll try the sweep to the left, and Poree cuts him back inside. McClintock finishes him off. And another example of hustle, Bruiser Brody from the right side comes all the way out 10 yards there, and he's in on the stop too, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, and we stopped him, Kevin.
Yep. The other starters for the Cardinals defensively, Jaden Rose, Carson Roach, A.J. Lindsey, and Titus Poree at the linebacker position. Braylon Revis, Kirby Gentry, Cooper Tidwell at corner, safety, and corner, respectively.
Well, it looks like we'll send Revis back. Braylon Revis stands back at his own 40-yard line. Punter standing about 6 yards deep into the end zone.
Be good to snap it high right here.
High snapper, just get back there and block it. We're coming from the right side. Here comes the rush. He gets it off. Not a very good kick. It's high, but it takes a Cardinal bounce. It gets out to the 30-yard line. Talk about field position. Boy, we've got it.
I'll give a big shout out right there. I think Cooper Tidwell, number 4, is kind of bunched up, so it's hard to see for a minute, but he saw that ball in the air in his vicinity. He tucked the head and got out of there as quick as possible, said, I do not want to touch this.
Good defensive stand by the Cardinals on that series, and they forced the punt, and they've got great field position to start off here at the 36-yard line. Poree and McClintock are split out to the far side of the field. Medvar down to the right, handoff to Aiden Kelly to the left side, into the second stanza he goes, and he's going to get about, well, from here it looked like into the second stanza. Well, this is an odd position for us to be in.
They
hard to see.
So, 21, Steve.
So they'll give him 6 yards out of that. I tell you, from here it looked like 11.
Starters for the Cardinal offense, Mekhi McClintock, Kirby Gentry, A.J. Medvar, and Titus Poree at the receivers. The others head for this play.
Foster takes the snap. Little swing pass to the back. A.J. Lindsey, he pulls it in. They had him in the backfield. A.J. just keeps fighting his way forward, close to the sticks. It's going to come up about a yard short, 3rd and 1.
Offensive line tackle is Dominic Whiteside, guard Blake Bridges, center Maddox White, guard Vuthi Sam, and Vine Stanton finishes out the line at tackle. At running back, Aiden Kelly was the starter, and Ty Foster, of course, your quarterback.
So he finally texted that to us, what, first quarter?
No, I had it, and I just forgot because we usually don't.
Foster takes the snap, hands it off to Kelly, picking his way through traffic. He's going to get a Flounder Seafood first down for the Cardinals at the 15-yard line.
Moving them chains.
Red Zone, sponsored by the Home Run Cafe, serving delicious smoothie bowls, protein shakes, and mega energy teas at 4 Mill Street in Inman. 1st and 10 Cardinals at the 15-yard line. Foster to throw, looking in the back corner. Up in the air, 1-on-1. 50-50 ball. Medvar pulls it in.
Down.
No signal yet. Now he signals touchdown Cardinals. Beautiful 50-50 ball. Medvar went up and pulled it in for the Cardinals.
Hopefully we can get the video of that from the coaches this week and post it as a highlight. I hope they got it. We're not allowed to have video due to NFHS network
That official
restrictions.
looked it all the way in and before he ever made a decision. Rob, bring us this extra point.
Yes, sir. We got Kirby Gentry on the snap, Titus Pori on the hold, Ivan Williams on the kick, and it is good. We got 25 seconds left in the quarter, 14-8, Landrum.
Are you tired of dealing with tire troubles? Look no further than Blue Ridge Tire, your one-stop destination for all your tire needs. From flat tire repairs to computerized wheel balancing, we've got you covered, offering top-name brands like Yokohama, Toyo, and Michelin. Blue Ridge Tire is conveniently located at 2701 North Highway 101 in Greer. Don't wait until you're stuck on the roadside. Call us now, 864-879-0703. At Blue Ridge Tire, we won't leave you flat.
Jeff Parks and his team of experienced real estate professionals at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services see Dan Joyner are lifelong football fans, and they know for a successful football team on any level, you must have great coaching and a good game plan. The same goes when purchasing or selling a home. Let the Spartanburg office at 170 Camelot Drive be your coach with the right game plan and strategy to make your real estate purchase go like a championship winning season. Contact Jeff Parks at 864-415-0336. Berkshire Hathaway, see Dan Joyner of Spartanburg.
Ivan Williams kicks it away for the Cardinals. Pulled in at the 29-yard line, going upfield, in and out of traffic is number 14 with a fine return. Ashton Wilson takes it back up to the 47-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will have it. 14-8 here, 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. And if we can get through this 18 seconds, we'll tell you something that hasn't happened all season, but we're not going to jinx it yet, Kevin. Trivia question for tonight. If we can make it through this 18 seconds, this has not happened all season. Is that a good enough clue, Kevin? I mean,
I don't even want to speculate over it.
Okay, a lot of things couldn't have happened with 18 seconds. Here they go on 1st and 10. Little play action fakes. Pass to the outside, pulled in, getting away from everybody, takes it down to the 35-yard line. And that central crowd over there wants a horse collar penalty, but they're not going to get it.
No flag on the play, and he's on the 34.
And they wanted it, so we made it down to 7 seconds. Folks, if you ain't guessed it yet, we're fixing to go through a first quarter without a penalty marker having been thrown in. The clock's going in. Yes, we did it. Clap.
You almost spoiled it.
First time this season. Yeah, almost spoiled it.
You probably should have got
not
a flag.
seen a first quarter of football this year. Probably anywhere in the state where there wasn't a flag thrown. 14-8, your Landrum Cardinals on top of the Central Eagles. Stick around, folks. We got a good one going on down here in Lancaster.
To State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town, and get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Bell Canton, Price & Gregg is the premier legal team you can trust. Founded by Griffin Bell, our firm stands for reliability, fairness, and honesty. Provide top-notch legal services that you can count on. They cover 10 practice areas, including business, finance, real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. Our friendly team in 5 states is ready to assist you with all of your legal needs. Call our Greenville office today, 864-272-0556. Bell Canton, Price & Gregg.
Sleepy Steve thinks he's in Lancaster, but instead he's in Pageland, South Carolina.
I don't know. Y'all hit me in the head and threw me in the trunk, and I woke up down at Mojo's Buffet. Whatever her name was, Mo Johns. They didn't give me a T-shirt, so I ain't calling their
Joe
name.
Mars.
Don't
Joe
say their
Mars.
name. They didn't give, Joe Obama didn't give me nothing. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Central Eagles. Quick pass to the outside, number 8, but A.J. Lindsey meets him at the gate. I'm telling you, he smelled that one. I think they stopped for no gain, maybe gained about a half a yard there.
Talked about the instincts of this defense, especially this defensive backfield, to swarm to the football like they did in the early season and wrap up so far, tackling a lot better.
Well, it all goes back to what the coach said in our interview last week. If these linebackers are making a lot of tackles. That means somebody up front's keeping people off of them. So it's 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line. Quick pass to the outside. That was high. He brings it in, though, getting away from folks. But I tell you, who's got him by the ankle over there? Braylon Revis gets him by the ankle and stops him. A short gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
That's
great defensive effort.
Open field tackle there. I mean, he tried to make a move on him, and Braylon was not fooled.
So they're trying to screen passes to the backside of the backfield. This time, a while ago, they ran the draw. Don't be surprised to see it again here.
You know your draws, that's for sure.
Yeah, but they're drawing it up wrong this time because this looks like a wildcat formation. Direct snap back to him, looking for some running room. Gets stuffed up front.
Quarterback draw.
Well, that's not the quarterback. He's in at the quarterback spot, but that's a wildcat formation. And Bruiser Brody is there playing it tough along with Eli Shirley and Dominic Whiteside. They ran, and it's 4th down and a long 3. Can the Cardinals stop them? Right here is where you bow your necks, boy. This is what playoff football is all about. They'll bunch them in tight. Looks like a wildcat formation again. 2 tight ends. Direct snap back to number 3. Look at it go. McClintock's got him in the backfield. We've stopped him. We stopped him. And Bruiser Brody comes up with the pump in the fist. This is your cue, Jackson.
Tremendous effort. McClintock, that wall, that left side, the right side of the defensive line on the left side of that offensive line, they just pushed it back like a freight train moving north of McClintock. They're in the lead car, bringing him down to the turf.
I tell you, then the caboose slammed him. Bruiser Brody from the top rope. 1st and 10 Cardinals. They've got it now at their own 26-yard line. AJ gets the call, looking for somewhere to go up behind the center and guard. He's going to get maybe 3 yards out of that, 3 tough yards. A long 2, they'll call it.
A lot of people probably saw a 2 versus a 4 seed and assumed a lot of things based on record, but the worst thing you can do is let that underdog hang around and believe.
And I believe that's what the Central Eagles are finding out, and we have a whistle to stop play here before it gets started. Equipment malfunction. They get it straightened out. So it's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line of their own for the Cardinals. Play action fake. Outside, Lindsey pulls it in close to the 1st down marker, ridden out of bounds over here on the Cardinal sidelines. No penalty for knocking him out of bounds, and that's going to move the chains. That's a Flounder Seafood.
1st down. AJ was met about 6 yards shy of it, but you're not going to bring him down one-on-one. Bulldoze his way up the sideline to get the yards needed.
It takes the ball up to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. 37, we'll call it. 2 receivers at the top side of the field. Poree comes back in motion. Foster fields a high snap, hands it off to Aiden Kelly. Gets about a yard before they wrap him up and put him to the turf pretty hard there that time. Tough sledding between the guard and tackle at times. They're quick to react on the sweeps, but these guys are quick to react on anything from what I've seen. 2nd and 10. They stopped him for no gain. Foster looking to throw, rolling to the right, under pressure, unloads. Got a man back there, almost picked off, intended for Poree. And Foster pays the price afterwards. He took a good wallop and no penalty for that. Could have been, in some cases, a late hit on the quarterback, but
yeah, right now they are not respecting our pass at all. They're basically keeping those linebackers in, stacking at 7 in that box, daring us to throw it on us. So that's what we've been trying to do, to throw to these sides to try and get those linebackers to move out of that middle so we can expose maybe some matchups.
Well, guys, it looks like our officiating crew tonight's just going to let these boys play ball.
They are both ways. It is a lot of contact.
You need to check their pockets to see if they even brought a flag with them. Now they got to throw it because they jumped off sides. But only one of them threw it. Nobody else did. Only this official to this side. He's the only one that's got a flag in his pocket and brought it to the ball game. Because that is the first penalty of the night. and it comes at the 8:36 mark in the second quarter.
Yeah, there's been a lot of contact on the field both ways now, but still, there's a lot of things you could have been called, and we're usually complaining because of too many calls, and now we're complaining. What do we want?
We want penalty markers.
Guys, I ain't complaining. I like hard-nosed
I
football.
do too, but, when he smacks my quarterback like that a minute ago, I want it. We'll take the 3-5 yards, makes it 3rd and 5, up at the 47, and now we'll give it right back to him because I think somebody up front flinched.
Yeah, it's getting close to Christmas.
Tit for tat.
It's getting close to Christmas. These two people might not see each other again, so they want to
Well,
go
I don't
and
even
exchange
know him.
gifts.
You think I'm going to exchange gifts with somebody I don't know?
You sure don't even give one to me.
I don't.
Except for the gift of indigestion.
All right, it's 3rd and 10 now. They show blitz. They back out of it. Foster's looking to throw. Gets away from 4 men, turning the corner, going down the sidelines, looking for the sticks, close to it. Foster using the wheels.
They'll spot him about 3 or 4 yards short, but he looked like he got further than that.
That's going to bring up 4th down and about 4. I thought he had closer to the sticks than that, but
It's the angle you was at, guys.
I like to blame everything on angles this evening.
I really do wish you could give it to him, but, yeah, he was short by a couple yards.
Yeah,
So that'll bring out the punting unit, Kirby Gentry.
I
will
blame
do the chores.
I blame the Pythagorean theorem. Too many angles. Side angle, side,
Rush comes. He gets it off end over
Good
end
punt.
kick. Takes a Cardinal bounce and a roll down to the 14-yard line. So that's kind of flipping the field.
Yeah. I know the young man, after his first return got burned, he really doesn't want to do anything to make a mistake, but if they continue not to field the punt, we're really going to put them in bad field position all night because that one probably should have been caught and at least fair caught and possibly returned. If not, that we let it roll and got an extra 20 yards out of it.
Well, let's see if we can get a big defensive stand like we did last time, but you're looking at a defense that, well, that front four's changed a little bit. No, Brody's still in there. So, yeah, all of these guys just flipped off of offense right back to the defensive side, and the Eagles will start from their own 14-yard line. Quarterback keeper to the left side. He's not going to be able to turn the corner because there is number 14 of the Cardinals, Carson Roach again. That's the 3rd big tackle that he's had this evening. Mark him down so far. Put him on our list.
Set him watching. He's covering his guy. Great awareness there. He immediately smelled that run and just dove right at the quarterback, went low, got those legs, clean play, and made the tackle.
Stop for no gain. 2nd and 10 now. They'll send out 3 receivers trips to this side, and penalty marker comes out. Somebody.
False start on offense.
Yeah, that's right. A bird moved.
Yeah.
A bird moved, and it wasn't our bird. It was their bird.
Well,
It's a bird fight here tonight. Did you think about that?
Our continuing theory of flags this season is they know they're not on camera tonight, so they decided with no airtime they're not going to throw no flags.
So that'll make it 2nd and 15. Ball looks to be back at the 9-yard line. Quick pass to the outside. Brings it in. Down the sidelines he goes. Nobody can catch him up to the 50 to 45. There he goes, 20, 10, all the way into the end zone. And no penalty markers anywhere. Just when you need it. Touchdown Eagles. Turned him loose. And there is a big wasp up in here, and I think they turned it loose on us too. Don't spray that around me. I'm allergic to it. I'll hit it with my hat. Wouldn't be the first bug I've stomped out. Down to Rob in this extra point while we fight the insects.
Yeah, I tried to plug all them holes and fix all that for you, but evidently I didn't. Okay, guys, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing here. Possibly going to go for 2 again.
Rob, I don't think they have a kicker because earlier in the night during pregame, I don't think I ever saw anybody out there kicking extra points. And
looks like we're gonna have a timeout.
Yeah, and the and the kickoff guy hasn't been very efficient. I mean, 20-yard kick as deep as he's taking it. So that could be the deal. Maybe they don't have a kicker. Maybe they go for 2 all season long. It's tied up 14-14 now. 7:15 mark in the first half of play. And are you allergic to bee stings? Or you just don't like to get? Okay. They put a nice bee nest up in the press box with us over here, and they put the heater in here, and it made them come back to life. All right, Rob, take it away. This 2 point extra point.
Looks like we lining up for going for 2 here. 6 in the quarterback position. Got 2 backs, 3 wide outs. And it's a quarterback keeper up the middle, and it's good. The Eagles 16, Landrum 14, 7:15 in the second quarter.
All right, Kevin. 7:15 remaining in the first half of play here. 16 for the Pageland Eagles, 14 for our Landrum Cardinals.
This is Pastor Tyler from View Church. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road. If you've been turned off by religion, been discouraged or hurt by church, or maybe you just thought church was boring, you should give View Church a try. It's a place like none other. The people are genuine, the Spirit is obvious, and God is moving in this place. Visit our website for times and direction at viewchurch.org.
All right, here we are. 16-14. There's the kick. High kick. Fielded by, looks like Titus Pori. No, make that. Who is that over there? What number is that? Number 2. It was Pori that fielded it back at the 25-yard line. Takes it up to about the 30, 35. Where are they going to mark this thing, Kevin? These guys are slow. Got it up to the 37-yard line. That's where the Cardinals will put it in play. Clock's now showing 7:10. Cardinals moving from our right to left. Little stack formation, 2 backs up. Now Pori comes in motion. Handoff goes to Aiden Kelly. Aiden trying to get something going to the right side over there and ridden out of bounds after a short pickup. See where they'll mark him. It's pretty good there. He got 4 out of it. I wouldn't call that short. That's good yardage on first down. I'd take 4 any day. Takes it up to the 40-yard line. Trip receivers to our side. 1 to the top. Kelly to the left of Foster. Play action. Outside to Gentry. Pulls it in. Gets 3 out of that. Yes, a gain of 3 out of that takes it up to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Didn't get as much out of that as I thought. 3 receivers to the top side of the field. Medvar's over here next to us almost. Foster from the shotgun takes the snap. Fires over the middle, complete to Gentry at the 43-yard line of the Eagles. That's a Flounder Seafood first down for the Cardinals. A bullet from Gentry. To Gentry, I mean. A bullet from Foster to Gentry.
They're going to routinely send 6 and 7 in on those, especially those 3rd and short yardage plays like that to stack that box. Going to have some plays over the middle open, and that time an accurate throw.
Ty feels the pressure well. Now we've got a whistle and stoppage before play. A timeout called. First one of the night for Landrum. Cardinals on the move. 5:42 remaining in the first half of play. Pageland 16, Landrum 14.
When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter, and no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options and tons of flat screens tuned into sports, we've got you covered. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times, and online ordering at togo.wingsetc.com.
Yeah, we're not in Pageland. It's always going to be Pageland Central to me. They can change the name to Central or whatnot, but
well, it was Central Pageland. You're getting there. You're at least in the right town now.
We got a new set of chains for the Cardinals at the Eagle 47-yard line. McClintock back in motion, pulls up, comes back towards the sides. Foster with the shoulder pump fake under pressure. Heaves it long down the left sideline. Almost intercepted. Gentry turns defender, knocks it out of his hand. Good play by Kirby Gentry from receiver to defender.
You know, it's usually Ty Foster, the center fielder on the baseball team, but that time Kirby Gentry turned into one, found it and had to go over and play a little defense there.
Woo. You know, here we are late in the second quarter, and it's brought to you by Bell, Carrington, Price, and Gregg, LLC, a full-service law firm with offices in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and
Alabama.
Check them out. Check them out at www.bellcarrington.com. Quick pass outside. McClintock pulls it in, sidesteps two men. It's going to get about 9 yards out of that, close to the first down marker. Good pitch and catch there. McClintock's coming of age, so to speak, in the last 2 weeks.
He's really stepped up, become a leader on this offense here.
I think at more reps, he got a little bit more confidence. He got.
Believe so.
You know, Coach Darrell Lewis has been working with him to calm down, to catch the ball first. And speaking of which, shout out to Miss Jane at home. She's listening to us. I think she may be up there in Tennessee listening to us. On third and short, handoff. Kelly, he's got the first down. Yes, he does. Takes it down to the 31-yard line. Move the chains. That's a Flounder Seafood.
First down. And we're seeing the benefits of the fruits of the Cardinals' labors. All these passes to the side, all these screens to the side, the passes downfield. Now those linebackers can't sit in there, and these linemen are winning these one-on-one matchups when they're not having to take on 2 and 3 defenders.
On 1st and 10, do we try to poke it deep here one time? Handoff to Kelly again. A little delayed handoff. Ball is on the ground. No whistle, no decision yet, and I believe the Eagles have got it.
He's laying on the ground.
I have never seen the ground cause a fumble, but I just saw it.
We've seen it at least 2 or 3 times this season.
That is definitely the second time this season.
Once at Liberty in a crucial situation, and this one another one. The Cardinals driving down the field. Hopefully to God talk this over, guys.
Well, our fans are not happy about it. We're not happy about it, and now the decision has been made. It's the Eagles' ball, and the coach is not happy about it. But what are you going to do? It is what it is.
And unfortunately, we don't have the replay to go back and show like we did at Liberty.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are words to express what we just saw, but we just took it the hard way is all I'll say.
Yeah, we're not going to accuse anybody of driving buses like
That's
our
right.
counterparts.
I think we're going to take a timeout. Coach wants to talk to the man about this. He's been kind of wanting to have a little discussion with the convicts, and while he's out there doing that, we'll step away. 4:23 remaining in the first half of play. 16-14, Central over Landrum.
All right, guys, 30-second commercial for GSP Security. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
No, it's your turn to go. I did the last one.
No, this one's yours.
Man, I've already got a security system from GSP Securities. You're the one who needs to talk about this.
Well, you can talk about it because I don't know anything about it, so you tell me.
I've got cameras, I've got motion detectors, I've got everything that I need to be safe at my house.
Oh, come on.
All right, forget it. Y'all both forget it. Just go to www.callgsp.com today to request a free quote.
Back here in Pageland, South Carolina, Cardinals currently trailing 16-14, was marching down the field, but a questionable call on a fumble here as Steve, come back in here.
Well, I don't know if you're old enough to remember the prize fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield when Tyson took off some of Holyfield's ear. Although Coach Bridges didn't bite the official's ear, but he was sure bending it a little bit there.
Right.
Back to throw on first down. They're going to try to go long, going to try to burn us on first down. Little insult to injury there, I think they were going to try, and we didn't fall for that. So just be a shame for the visiting team here to be scored upon after such an erroneous call a moment ago.
Yeah, and that's usually –
Is that a big word I actually used properly?
Yeah, that's right.
Used to,
and that was probably a good play call by Central. Usually after a momentum-changing thing, you take a shot downfield.
Yep.
So
and they did.
Lucky for us, it didn't work.
We were looking for it. So now it's 2nd and 10. 4:17 remaining. They'll hand it off. Nope. Quarterback on the keeper to the right side, and we're going to that left side. We laying the shoulders to him after we had him hemmed up for a loss. Then we knock him out of bounds, and then they'll throw the penalty marker on, guess what? Us for a late hit out of bounds. So the bus drivers have taken, as we joke a lot because we were listening to one of our sister stations earlier this year when they were down 4 or 5 touchdowns, whatever it was. The greatest line that I've heard on Upstate Prepcast really is I believe those officials might be a shop teacher or a bus driver at least over here at this place. So I believe the shop teacher's out there working tonight for Central. At the very least, bus driver. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun.
That first down will take them across the midfield stripe into Cardinal territory at their 46-yard line with a fresh set of downs and 4-10 and a 2-point lead. And they get the ball to start the second half. Little delayed handoff. And we get him held up. The ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Let's see if they'll call it fumble this time. The Cardinals say they have it. And the ball was definitely on the ground. And if they don't call this a fumble, we have been robbed, fans. We have been robbed if they don't give us this one, Kevin.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yes, Cardinal football. And justice has been served.
Oh, boy. I don't think anybody expected it to be this intense this early, but it is, folks. And it's a lot of fun down here.
What are we, the managers of professional wrestlers here, you know? Suddenly, narrow 2-point lead for the Eagles. And I think we got gypped a while ago, and I think they were fixing to roll the dice on us there. Now do we try to go deep with it after the big play? 3 receivers stacked to our side of the field. Foster takes the snap, fakes it to Aiden, throws it across the field, a little slant pattern for Rowan Gehrman. He wants the interference call because they knocked him down, but he's not going to get it here. Not in this ballpark.
That was within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, too, so it's not going to get that call.
Well, you can't knock him down. You can bump him, but you can't knock him down. So anyway, I digress. 2nd and 10. Yeah, the thing is right there, they get the ball to start the half. We need something here.
Yeah, just under 4 minutes left to go in this first half. Need to go down here and put a score and take up this clock.
Foster looking for the snap, takes it, fakes the handoff. Over the middle to A.J., pulls it in. A.J.'s down to the 25-yard line. Just a little pitch and catch. A.J. just lines up over there, over the tackle and slips around, and he's open. And who better in a clutch situation, and that's a Flounder Seafood.
First down.
For the Cardinals, wheeling and dealing at the Eagles. 35-yard line, 34 make it. Foster again to throw. A.J. again open. Breaks away from the players. Looking at the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. A.J. Lindsey does it.
I'm telling you, the middle of the field is open because they have just been blitzing 6 and 7 guys in that line of scrimmage, and we are picking it apart right now. Rob, take it away.
Yeah, guys, that was a great play by A.J. there. Let's see, looking at what we're lining up here. It appears, guys, we're going to be going for 2 in this scenario.
Take it away.
All right. We got Ty Foster on snap, and he's rolling out left, taking it back right. He's looking to the right corner, and now he got closed up on. Looked like he took a little bit of a hit there.
Oh, he got clobbered at the end of that, and the white hat just stands there looking at him. But anyway, 3:21 remaining in the first half of play. 20 to 16. Can you see that from way over there? It's 20 to 16. Cardinals on top.
You're the one with the glasses.
Well, we're not going to take a break right here. We're going to talk about this just for a minute. No one expected this, okay?
No.
I would be a liar if I said I expected it.
Can't say that I did.
Because the whole way coming down here, we did not expect this scenario. But you know what? Having the week off has really paid off for us, I think.
Well, I mean, we've called our defense out the last few weeks for not tackling well, for not flocking to the football like they could and should and stuff. And I hope they took that personally, And tonight they've come out with their pants on fire and they've got the job done. This Cardinal offense has been resilient. They've made adjustments here and they've been able to move the football better than they have in a few weeks. So, heck of an effort by these boys. Let's keep it going.
And I also think it plays into the fact you're talking about we're a 4 seed. They were what, a 1?
They were a 2.
A 2.
But could have been a 1. I mean,
lack of respect.
All right, Ivan Williams kicks it away.
Little pooch kick that takes a bounce, and we're all over it, but we don't bring him down. He gets up to the 45-yard line, and we almost got that booger, didn't we, Rob?
It was close. That number 4 for the Eagles over there, he stepped up and clamped down on it pretty quick.
That was M.J. Allen scooping it up for the Eagles, and they'll have it with 3:16 remaining in the first half of play. They trail by 4. Earlier in the year, this team played a common opponent, Blacksburg. Kevin, you had some interesting insights to that earlier in the week in a conversation.
I think it was 47-13 or somewhere in there. I know ours was like, very similar scores between those against that common opponent.
On first down, they'll hand it off to number 14. He had a big first half, but not much going over there on that right side of the Cardinal defense. There was Whitesides over there again with Jalen Rose and McClintock.
But again, the difference, what we're seeing this week versus what we've seen the past few, is winning those battles at the line of scrimmage and wrapping up and making tackles.
Boothie saw him in on that stop also. Boy, everybody on the front 4 just took part in that. 2nd down and 8. They'll give him 2. They'll credit him 2 for that. Looking to throw, quick pass to the outside. They're holding our receiver, defender, but we still stop him. Jalen Rose with a fantastic play out here on the corner, along with AJ's out there and 14 Carson Roach.
Carson Roach would have made the tackle had he not been held on the play.
Yeah, they grabbed him by the ankle and was holding him.
But I tell you, in-game adjustments. This time, the defensive backfield that time immediately recognized, crashed on the ball carrier. That's what they didn't do on that long touchdown previous. In-game adjustments. Again, this veteran coaching staff coaching them up on the sideline.
All right, 3rd down and 9. Clock down to 2 minutes and still rolling. Double receivers each side of the field. Back to throw under pressure, a little inside screen. They've got it. Got the first down and a little more. Bruiser Brody finishes him off, but not before the damage is done. Crosses the midfield stripe into Cardinal territory, down to around the 37-yard line with 1:51 remaining.
The terminology game of inches overused in describing football. At that time, our defensive lineman got on the quarterback quicker than even he expected, and it was just almost thrown out too far in front. He just did get it by the fingertips and able to go down the field with it, but almost an incompletion, just a matter of inches. As we've got a timeout on the field. Rob, did you see who they've called it on? So we can.
Looks like AJ might have got stepped on.
So we've got an official timeout here. So we'll stay here for a moment and stuff, and he's walking off the field at this time. So officials blowing the whistle to get him back out here with a 1:45 left to go in this first half. And what a half we've seen here at Central High School.
That's going to hurt us if we lose Mr. Wheels there.
Well, fortunately, the halftime is coming up right here.
1:43 and still counting. 1st and 10 Central at the Cardinal 37-yard line. Quarterback keeper, Carson Roach, cuts him back inside and knocks him down. Playing tough over there on that defensive side is Carson Roach. So far, knock on wood, so far that's our defensive player of the game for Upstate.
Sophomore, and I don't even think he was on the varsity to start the season, but has been brought up and has been very fundamental part of this defense over
Central
these
to call
last few
timeout
weeks.
with 1:16 remaining, Kevin.
And that's where we'll take a timeout here with them, and we'll be right back. Again, 20-16 here, just about halftime.
Do you have a tree problem? Look no further than JB Trees LLC. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. Schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511, or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
All right, back here at Central High School in whatever county Kevin took me to.
Chesterfield County.
1:16 remaining. Cardinals clinging to a 4-point lead here over the Eagles. They've got it 2nd and 9 at the Cardinal 37-yard line. Trying to get into the mojo going. They're holding McClintock there on the run. Got a man wide open in end zone, touchdown. No penalty marker back here. And they had McClintock by the jersey pulling him down. And I tell you, the Landrum fans that are assembled here are not happy with that, as well they should be. That was, you know, how do you hold a defensive end coming around the corner and you yank his shirt? You know, you about take his shirt off and you don't get the call. Down to you, Rob.
All right, guys. Not sure what they're going to do yet, but we're going to go ahead and assume they're going to go for 2 here. We'll see in just a second. The last 2, they've been running quarterback keeper, so we'll see what they got. Got 2 wide outs, 2 backs. All right, fake the handoff to 3, and the quarterback looks like we're going to stop them.
Like you said, Rob, they've done that every time so far, and we weren't going to fall for that this time. They just went to the other side. And that was I have refrained all season long, so to speak. We do not comment much, so to speak, on officiating, so to speak. But that no call right there, which will show up on video, how this man goes home and sits down and eats cereal with his family with a straight face tonight's beyond me. You didn't know where I was going with that one, did you?
No,
what are you looking at me for?
I didn't think of cereal eating right.
How he can go to work tomorrow with a straight face is beyond me.
All right, guys, it's Central Eagles 22, Landrum 20. We got 1:10 left in the half.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, the Cardinal fans that have assembled down here, they don't like that call one bit. 1:10 remaining, so we're going to get a chance to do a little something here. But sad thing is they get the ball back to start the second half, and, man, we just got ripped off for the second time tonight. We need to call 911 because definitely some larceny taking place down here. Line drive kick. Looks like on the return, I think that was Ian Patterson on the return. 13?
Yeah.
Ian Patterson, yeah. So we'll start with 102. We trail by 2. I mean, we've made a ball game out of this, but we just, oh, man, get me off that. I'm just upset at the moment. We'll send 3 receivers out to the right side of the field with McClintock over here to the Cardinal sidelines. Foster looking to throw. Great protection, rolling to the right. Fires over the middle. Kirby Gentry's being ridden like a horse and no call.
Yeah.
All they needed to do is put a saddle on him. Strap some bacon on a biscuit. Saddle up. We're burning daylight. Second down and 10. 55 seconds remaining. 3 to the top side of the field, split out. Now, yellow.
Look like we're going to get called for motion there.
Dish rag. If it's so obvious when 5 people move, I guess he has no choice but to call it, right? But
they're calling it offsides against the Eagles.
Wow.
The Bronx cheer, as they call it at Yankee Stadium, whenever they feel that they've finally got a call that after several didn't. That's the Cardinal Bronx cheer there.
So that'll make it 2nd and 5. 54, just a little over 54 seconds remaining. Play action, fires to the outside. Nobody there. A little confusion there between the receivers and the quarterback.
A little miscommunication there, but
we're going to do a few shout-outs while we got this time on 3rd down. I'm going to shout out to Coach Lewis's wife listening to us, Miss Jane, up in Tennessee. Miss Denise Ferencefan in Melbourne, Australia, sitting down to breakfast.
Say that 10 times fast.
I can't say it. I mispronounced it anyway. They sit down to breakfast in Melbourne and listen to us, Kevin. It's tomorrow morning over there. She says we're a hoot. You're a hoot, mate, she said. All right, it's 3rd down and 5. Foster, the lone setback. Looking for a screen, can't find it now. Throws it out. McClintock pulls it in, reverses his field, back across the midfield stripe.
We got Laundry.
Yeah, Laundry comes flying in. So, of course, we made something positive happen there and picked up the 1st down. So why not throw the dish rag, Kevin?
And Mekhi did such a great job there. I wish we did have video tonight for a lot of reasons. But on that one, I mean, he was dead to rights behind and just sheer will and athleticism muscled his way to a 1st down that's going to be negated here.
And I also want to wish one of our players' parents a happy anniversary, 19 years. Travis and Holly Gosnell celebrating 19 years of happy marital bliss. And I wanted to get that in because Mr. Travis is outside our window hollering, and I want to make sure that he was – noted that we did give him the shout-out before he has a stroke out here this evening.
We'd offer him an interview, but we'd have to violate the fair use agreement.
Yeah, fair use agreement there, but happy anniversary to the Gosnells.
Guys, the call on that was a blindside hit.
A blindside hit. Well, who did it? Ray Charles? They called that a blindside hit. I didn't know Ray Charles was out there. My goodness. So it's 3rd down and about 19. The clock running with 30 seconds. Foster takes a snap. Pressure came quickly right up the middle, and he has to just unload that and get rid of it. 24 seconds, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Mike Varner Plumbing 4th down. All 4th downs, of course, brought to you all season long by Mike Varner's Plumbing. Your MVP, your most valuable plumber, Kevin. Give him a call today at 864-472-8756. Celebrating 40 years of business located in Inman.
So this is where I hope they haven't made the adjustments and they let this ball roll because we do not want them to have a return here.
Gentry gets it off. High kick. He's going to let it take a bounce down there. He didn't get near it. It's going to roll about the 30-yard line. 17 seconds and still counting. And they could have stood around that a few minutes more, but the referee was quick to stop it. So, anyway, we're down to 15 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. And despite 2 plays, you take 2 plays away from this half, and we're up good. But I feel like our guys have been ripped off on 2 calls that have really, for the lack of a better term, I don't want to use the adjectives right now that would make my high school English teacher embarrassed that I learned such words. Or did I learn it hanging around sailors? I don't know.
We're currently experiencing technical difficulties.
All right. Let's see if they'll go for something big here or be content with just to go into the locker room. And they'll take a knee wisely, and that'll run the clock out. And the horn will sound to end the first half of play here in Chesterfield, South Carolina.
No, Chesterfield County.
Chesterfield County.
South
Where am I? It don't matter, but I know one thing. The Landrum Cardinals have fought tooth and nail against one of the state's better teams here in the first round of the playoff. We trail by 2 measly points, Kevin, and I'm proud of them. You can take it from there.
All right, folks. Well, we've had an exciting first half of play here and Central High School. And, again, your Cardinals only down 2 points at the half. We're in this thing, folks, and we hope you'll come back and listen here in our second half. At this time, we're going to play all of our commercials of our great sponsors who make all these broadcasts possible and for free to you, the fans at home, both live and on archive. So please, you got probably things you want to do around the house, but keep this stream on, listen to these sponsors, and give them your business. Support those who support Upstate Prepcast, and therefore support your Landrum Cardinals. 22-20, Cardinals trailing by 2 at the half. We'll be back in just a few minutes for our coaches interview before the second half, and then eventually our second half of competition.
Got a tree problem? Need a breathtaking view or professional forestry mulching? No, look no further than JB Trees, LLC. With over 20 years of experience serving upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina, we're the experts in everything from dangerous takedowns to creating stunning vista views. As a family-owned business, we prioritize your safety with full general liability and workers' compensation insurance so you can enjoy having zero worries. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. So schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511. Or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
Love coming to the Flounder. I love coming to the Flounder.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the Upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Families have enjoyed the Flounder for generations.
How many years have y'all been coming?
I've been coming here ever since I was young, probably over 40 years now.
Visit the website at theflounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. And if that line is long, it can only mean one thing.
Got a long line, you know the food is good.
The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-576-3165. After your visit to the Flounder Seafood Restaurant, we can guarantee that you're going to walk out that door and say,
"That's the best flounder I've ate in a long time, and we will be coming back again."
At GSP Security, your safety is our priority. As a locally owned security company, we proudly serve the entire state of South Carolina, providing top-notch home security, commercial security, access control, gate entry, and video surveillance. Protect your home and business with the best equipment on the market, monitored seamlessly through our user-friendly app. Our security systems are professionally monitored 24/7, ensuring round-the-clock protection for your loved ones and valuable assets. Experience peace of mind with our camera systems tailored to fit your specific need. And here's the best part. Ask about our Zero Down promotion. That's right, Zero Down for security and cameras. Plus, with GSP Security, you won't have to wait long. Next day installations are available. Don't compromise on safety. Visit www.callgsp.com or call us at 864-345-7992 to schedule a consultation today. Landrum Cardinals fans that text us will receive their first month of monitoring free.
Hey Kevin, have you heard about Bell, Carrington, Price & Gregg?
No, JB. Tell me about them.
They're an amazing law firm founded by Griffin Bell, who's not just a brilliant attorney, but he's also a good friend of mine. He's reliable, fair, and honest. Someone you can truly trust.
That's impressive, JB. What kind of cases do they handle?
Oh, Kevin, they cover a wide range, from business to finance to real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. They got you covered in 10 practice areas.
Wow, JB, that's quite diverse. Are they only local?
No, not at all. They're helping people all over the Southeast with offices in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama.
Well, that's great, JB. How can I get in touch with them?
Just give their Greenville office a call, 888-272-0556. The team there is friendly, approachable, and always ready to help.
Well, JB, that sounds like the kind of firm I need on my side. Thanks for telling me about them.
No problem, Kevin. With Bell, Carrington, Price, and Greg, you know you're in good hands.
Hey, Kevin, long time no see. Are you okay? You're looking a little flushed.
Well, Steve, I just found out my pipes are all backed up.
Well, you know, bran flakes always work for me.
No, I'm talking about the pipes connected to my kitchen sink.
Oh, well, then you need to call the MVP.
Well, who's that?
That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, where for 40 years they've been known for their expertise, excellent service, and reliability.
Well, that sounds just like who I need. Mike Varner's Plumbing, you say, at 13520 Asheville Highway in Inman?
Yeah, you can give him a call at 864-472-8756 or go to his website at MikeVarnerPlumbing.com.
Well, Steve, I tell you, I feel relieved already.
Well, Kevin, sounds like you don't need the brand. You just need to call the man.
Oh.
That's Mike Varner's Plumbing, celebrating 40 years of experience, excellence, and reliable service in every job. Because you deserve the best, call the MVP. That's Mike Varner's Plumbing.
Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street, we're open from Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Start your day strong with our protein shakes or one of our smoothie bowls. Need a refreshing break? Our lemonade shake-ups or iced coffees will hit it out of the park. And don't forget our loaded teas, the MVP of our menu. All of our customers can't get enough, and you can get a shot of boba for only $1. Hungry? Swing by for lunch and catch our all-star lineup of hot dogs and chicken salad sandwiches. Whether you're in the dugout or on deck, we've got something to satisfy every appetite. Call 864-915-4721 to place your order or slide into Home Run Cafe at 810 North Main Street in Greer, where every visit is a grand slam.
Rev up your driving experience at Blue Ridge Tire and Greer, here to cater all your tire needs. Our mission is simple, to offer you the latest and greatest in tire products and service at incredible prices that you can afford. At Blue Ridge Tire, we prioritize customer service above all else. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the perfect tire for your vehicle, ensuring the best fit and performance with brands such as Yokohama, Toyo, and Michelin. Once you give Blue Ridge Tire a chance, we're confident you'll be coming back for more. Our commitment to quality and service speaks for itself. So why wait? Don't wait until you're stuck on the roadside. Give us a call today at 864-879-0703. That's 864-879-0703. Or drop by our location at 2701 North Highway 101 in Greer. Blue Ridge Tire, we won't leave you flat.
Are you looking for a church that is real and authentic? Are you past plastic, fake people who make you feel like you don't belong? Or are you just feeling the nudge to get back to church? Then maybe you should give View Church a try. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Paris Bridge Road. The people are friendly, and it doesn't take long to feel like your family. Your kids are a priority to us. We don't run a babysitting service, but our kids and youth ministries strive to pour the love of Jesus into your children. The Spirit-filled music ushers you into God's presence, but it's not showy. The messages are relevant, and they're delivered in an understandable way. Maybe View Church is what you're looking for. Visit our website for times and directions at viewchurch.org. We hope to see you soon.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
I
had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call Agent Chad Wagner, Asheville Highway, Spartanburg, 585-7999.
Discover the power of Mahindra tractors at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney, South Carolina. We're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Improve efficiency and productivity with our top quality tractors designed to handle any job with ease. From planting to harvesting, Mahindra of the Upstate has you covered every step of the way. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Come explore our extensive selection of new and pre-owned Mahindra tractors designed to suit your unique needs. Visit our website at www.sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515 to discover how our farm equipment can elevate your farming experience. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of tough.
Are you concerned about the economy, interest rates, or current market conditions? For timely information based on sophisticated research, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Tom Dixon at 864-582-1611. He can discuss your specific needs and help to provide you with investment choices that make sense for you. Call Tom at 582-1611 in Spartanburg for an appointment. Raymond James Financial Service, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Isn't it nice to know that when someone says they'll stay in touch, they actually will? The phrase has real meaning at Raymond James because we believe in keeping clients informed about their portfolios, even in the most challenging economic times. Clients place their trust in us because we believe that meaningful communication, stability, and client satisfaction matter. Call financial advisor Tom Dixon at 582-1611, located in Spartanburg, to learn more. Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
At Warrior Tree Service, we're more than just tree experts. We are your tree care warriors. As a family-owned and operated business in Inman, South Carolina, and surrounding areas, we're dedicated to keeping your trees healthy, safe, and beautiful. Our team of experts offer competitive pricing and exceptional workmanship, ensuring your satisfaction with our services. From tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding, we offer a comprehensive range of tree care services. When nature strikes, count on us to clean up the mess and restore your property. Our excellent communication and customer service sets us apart. You'll receive regular updates throughout your project, and the same dedicated crew will be with you every step of the way. Warrior Tree Service is licensed and insured, upholding the highest quality and safety standards. Warrior Tree Service, where nature thrives, we revive. Contact us today at 864-278-2555 or visit our website at warriortreeservicesc.com.
Welcome back to the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame Challenge. We've seen some pretty tough competitors come through here today, and most left crying. And don't forget, there was that one that had to be airlifted out when he actually caught fire. Our next contestant is Smokey, a rough and tough rider who's been all across America, 3-time winner of the Arizona Chili Chuck, National Wing Eating Champion 2 years running, and the only man to ever survive the fabled Tabasco, jalapeno, and wasabi pizza. Now he's here to try and make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame. He's eaten 15 of the 16 wall sauce jumbo wings required to make the Wall of Flame. Here goes the final wing. It's up. It looks like he's got a great handle on it. And there it goes down the hatch and... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh no, we're going to need the fire department for this one.
Are you man or woman enough to make the Wings Etc. Wall of Flame? Drop by and try their blazing hot habanero pepper wall sauce. It'll light you up.
All right, back here at Central High School in Pageland, South Carolina. Good half of football we saw just a few minutes ago, and it is currently your Landrum Cardinals 20, the Central Eagles 22. Waiting for the teams to come back out for the second half. We were treated to another wonderful performance by the Central band. They've been playing about solid the whole game. They're going to be tired after tonight. It's been an interesting half, to say the least, up here. And the beside the press box, and we're waiting on coaches to come out so we can get our second half interview. We'll see if Rob, you got me, Rob, anywhere? Are you back to the field yet? He's still on his way on down to the field, I believe. And we're, again, waiting on Coach Bridges for second half interview. And as the Eagle fans applaud their Eagles coming back out here, officially on the clock about 15 seconds before the second half, but they'll put 3 minutes on to allow for stretching and such. But Cardinals fought valiantly, in this first half. Central defensively on the season, if you look at their scores, have been very stingy, allowing opponents not to score a whole lot, especially in those games that they won. And the Cardinals have been able to counter that speed and been able to execute their offense. A lot of passes over the middle in that second quarter, able to make things happen and keep this a close game. Eagles will have the football first to start the second half as the Cardinals run back on the stadium. Now we'll get Rob to come back on with us. Rob, are you back on the air with us here yet?
I am, sir. Looking for Coach right now.
Rob, your thoughts on our first half of play?
Both teams played really well. Like I say, officiating hurt us a bit. Just no calls. That's really what it was. Otherwise, I really like to play on both sides. Both teams. So.
See Coach Bridges coming, I believe, here on this right side, or maybe I just don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, he's got his visor on.
And we'll get his thoughts on the first half here in just a moment.
Are you silencing me for a reason?
No, I'm not. I think you've been court appointed to be quiet for a while. Think you've had enough entertainment. Steve Roper also was an entertaining halftime guest here, entertaining the home crowd.
Okay, folks, I'll just tell you, I got a stern warning from the sideline down there.
Okay, guy. Okay. I got Coach here. Let's see. What do you think about that first half there, Coach?
We had a pretty good first half. Guys came out ready to play, and it showed. We feel like we got a good game plan. We just got to keep playing, and, unfortunate few things here and there maybe we can fix, but we think we're ready to go second half.
Yes, sir. I like the way we looked out there. I hope we can keep it going second half.
Yes, sir. Me too. Thank you.
Go get him, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Guys, Steve Malthus up there and Kevin Jackson, back to y'all.
I got a new name, Malthus, huh? That's a good one. Well, I tell you what, the coach just pointed out a few things we can fix and this sort of thing. You've got to fix the guys in the striped shirts here, in my opinion.
And fix the tape over your mouth.
Well, I declared war on them before the half. I'm sorry. The worst of me came out. But somebody's got to rally these troops. These guys of ours are fighting tooth and nail. And
yeah, General Corndog here is absolutely leading his troops into battle.
Yeah. Well, it pains me as a fan or anybody else to see young men not treated fairly with some calls that are so obvious that, a blind man could have seen them, and you don't get that call.
Well, Kevin, you and I both know, and because we've been there, Steve needs to come to some baseball games.
Oh,
yeah.
I need to go to more hockey games. Why are they allowed to fight in hockey? Every sport that is out here, you don't.
Well, that's what I go for.
Well, exactly. But I do not understand that. I mean, sportsmanship is preached in every sport across the board, except hockey, where they encourage fighting, and the referees will actually stand back and let them duke it out.
Yeah, it's penalized, but it isn't prevented, is it?
I guess, these guys are going to fight sooner or later, so they might as well do it tonight.
Yeah.
Why don't we combine hockey with MMA fighting? Put skates on in there.
They only fight till the man hits the ground, then they stop it. So.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's just a giant tug of war, just basically hugging on one another until they just about give out of breath.
Well, if we start getting a lot of flags thrown on us here in this half, blame nobody but me.
Yeah, the penalty report brought to you by Steve Roper.
Penalties are brought to you actually by, we do have a little thing here by penalties are brought to you by the Realtors of Brookshire Hathaway Home Services, Sedan Joiner, 124 Magnolia Street, Spartanburg. Jeff Parks, managing broker. Office manager, 864-622-1234. And this third quarter that's coming up, sponsored by Blue Ridge Tire. We won't leave you flat. Visit them at 2701 Highway 101 North Greer. Give them a call at 864-879-0703. And Jeff Parks. Here we go. We're kicking off to start the second half of play. High kick fielded at the 25-yard line. Still on his feet, fighting his way forward up to around the 43-yard line. He's on the ground. The ball comes out. In the first half, that was a fumble, but not apparently in this half.
That's the call from your Steve Roper. That's Steve Roper. Steve Roper, home play-by-play.
That's right. You got a complaint. All complaints. My complaint department is handled by my personal secretary, Miss Helen Waite.
Yeah,
so if you got a complaint, you need to go to Helen Waite. That's all I can say. She'll do it. She'll take care of it, everything. So just send her the letters in care of Upstate Prepcast. At the 42-yard line, the Eagles' first possession of the second half. They lead by 2 points. Cardinals changing up that defense. Now we're still battling. I think there was 8 men. That was a different front formation. We had a 6-man front there, Kevin. That wasn't a 4-man front. Maybe we had that in the first half, and in my excitement, I didn't see it, but I think we've came out in a different formation. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
Just trying to get a lot of bodies up in there to stop this run. That has kind of been the most effective thing.
Well, that's the same. Yeah, like I said earlier tonight, I noticed that they had brought in Blake Bridges, so that's the extra one that we brought in this week with a 5-man front. 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone backs. Got the first down a little bit more into the secondary, crosses the midfield stripe down to the Cardinal 41-yard line, and a Flounder Seafood first down for the Central Eagles.
Who's our third quarter? Did you already give out who our
I did, and I didn't get to Jeff Parks, Upstate South Carolina Realtors, Sedan Joiner Realtors. We did mention Blue Ridge Tire, and they won't leave you flat. 1st and 10, Eagles. Handoff, looking for somewhere to go. Picking his way through traffic. It's going to get about 9, possibly 10 from this angle. It could be a first down. Yep, move the change, they say. It's another Flounder Seafood first down. Nothing fancy here.
Yeah, a lot of cutbacks in this half and stuff. They went to the left side and then sealed that right edge and cut back on them. They basically sprung these last 2 big runs for the Eagles, so a lot of misdirection here to start the second half instead of just straight handoffs like they were in the first.
Luring them in with that run, Kevin. Do they try to poke it here with some play action and go towards the end zone? They'll send 2 receivers out to the Cardinal sideline. They'll just hand it off. Jalen Rose gets him by the waist. Brody Gosnell finishes him off along with Eli Shirley.
3 yards on that play. Really imperative the Cardinals not keep this a 1-score game here. We marked that off being a big key point there at the end of that first half with that score to go ahead. And then Central has this ball going down here to start the second half. So got to keep this a 1-score game somehow.
2nd and 6 at the Cardinal 26-yard line. Looking to throw, swing pass out to the back, out of the backfield, number 14. A.J. hems him up right after he catches it, but he still manages to get a couple of yards, still fighting forward.
I think the ball may have come loose there.
We're over there trying to strip it. I hope it came out because we gave him 3 extra yards trying to strip it.
All right, they got the first down.
Stopped him short of the first down, but Kevin turned him loose there. In there, just not getting him to the ground. That's a first down and inside the red zone.
Nothing fancy here in the second half either. They've made the commitment to come out and run the ball, and they have thus far been able to seal those edges and be able to get to the edge, unlike the first half where we were getting into the backfield.
Home Run Cafe red zone for the Eagles. at the Cardinal 15-yard line. Little inside trap, cuts it back to the outside, now turns up towards the end zone. Touchdown, Central. I would say I saw a few blocks in the back and a couple of holds there, but I won't say it.
I think you've had enough, sir.
I've already been directed to the bus by the white hat at halftime, ladies and gentlemen at home. So if you want to know the truth, I was.
And this is where not having an extra point kicker really comes into thing, because if they do not make this 2-point attempt, it's still a one-score game. So very important 2-point attempt. Rob,
all right, guys, we got 3 wide outs, 2 backs. 14's handed off to him, and he's down in the backfield.
A.J. had him by the shirt tail as soon as he took the snap. A.J. Lindsey, all jobs Lindsey. 8:58 remaining in the third quarter of play. It's Central 28, Landrum 20.
Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg is the premier legal team you can trust. Founded by Griffin Bell, our firm stands for reliability, fairness, and honesty. Provide top-notch legal services that you can count on. They cover 10 practice areas, including business, finance, real estate, creditors' rights, and general litigation. Our friendly team in 5 states is ready to assist you with all of your legal needs. Call our Greenville office today, 864-272-0556. Bell Carrington, Price & Gregg.
Alrighty, back here in Central High School down here. Where, Kevin? Where am I again?
Ageland, South Carolina, Chesterfield County.
Chesterfield County.
Along Route 9.
They hog-tied me and put me in the trunk. The next thing I was here calling a ball game.
And they're going to hog-tie you and throw you back out of here and send us back home.
All right, guys, we got Martindale and McClintock in the backfield here to receive this kick.
All right. Eagle lays the toe to it. Not a very good kick. Bounces at the 35. Picked up by a Cardinal. Weaving his way in through the traffic. I believe that's Braylon. Might be Revis on the return there for the Cardinals. Nope, number 13, excuse me.
That was Ian Patterson.
Ian Patterson on the return. Nice return. Just picked it up and just slid up in amongst the traffic and held on and walk your way forward around the bodies. The Cardinals need to respond here, Kevin.
So it's,
every possession.
Fans get excited over calls and stuff. Broadcasters get excited over it, but the players, they just got to settle down. This is still a one-score game. Run your offense, run your game, and you're still in this.
Foster takes the snap, slinks it to the outside, intended for McClintock. He was covered very well coming out with 2 men on him, and Foster kind of, I think, wisely threw that low where nobody could get a chance for an interception there.
Right. It gave him a little bit of a chance to do it, but if it doesn't, nothing hurt.
I think he saw that and nothing else was open there. The play design there, the best thing was to throw that low so nobody could get it.
Their defensive backs do a real good job of recognizing, especially these screens out to the side, and they've been there most of the time. Cardinals have done a good job at times isolating and making a play.
This time they'll sling it to the outside. Poree brings it in, reverses field, comes back towards the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to get about 3 yards out of all that hard work.
Yeah, I tell you what, again, Coach said it early in the year in some of his interviews, it's hard to simulate game speed and such. And that time we evaded the tacklers here on the edge. The big linemen were in the middle of the field, run back behind him. You think normally in most of these weeks you're going to have a lot of field to run. They do such a great job of closing to the ball, that speed, able to negate that to a 3-yard play. This is a good team.
All right, A.J. comes out of the lineup. Cooper Gentry, McClintock, and Poree are split out to this side. A.J. Medford to the top side. Foster to throw, takes the snap. Throwing across the middle, the stripe over there, and boy, an Eagle almost just picked that one off diving, and that's going to bring up a Mike Varner 4th down.
Close play there. Again, not to get on officiating, but that was one of those that on TV you hear described as being very 50-50. They went with a no call, which they have consistently throughout most of this game and such. But that time very close, arrived right as the ball. I thought a little bit before, but nonetheless, it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, guys, we got Kirby Gentry back to punt this one.
First punt of the evening ended up being muffed and resorted in the first points of the game for Landrum.
Number 3 back for the Eagles.
So it's 3-on-3 then. Gentry's
Good
number
punt.
3 and the kicker, high spirally kick. He looks at it, backs away from it. It's going to roll dead way back here about the 12-yard line. Make it the 13-yard line. And that's where Central will take over 7:40 and counting.
Kirby's punt doesn't have a lot of hang time, but what he does a good job of, gets it at an angle where it really always produces a consistent roll down field, and it's allowed us to really win the starting possession line battle here tonight, because after that first kick, we talked about it, the returner has wanted no piece of the ball since then, other than maybe just kind of a decoy, but it's allowed us to pin them deep within really the 10-15 yard line multiple times on the game.
Yeah, but we've turned them loose twice, once for about a 90-yard run, and their scoring has been explosive.
If they're gonna do it though, make them go the long distance.
That's right. Make them go the full length of the field. They got a pair of receivers to each side of the field here. One back beside the quarterback, looking to throw, throws it to the back out of the backfield. A.J. Lindsey, ball's on the ground. A.J. picks it up into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals! Touchdown Cardinals! Initial over there, A.J. got a hold to him as soon as he caught the ball. And I do believe that it was number 5, Wink Martindale, knocked that ball out. A.J. picks it up, scoops it up into the end zone. Touchdown. That's what we needed. Tell us more, Rob.
Only thing better than an apple turnover is an Eagle turnover.
I have a sneaking suspicion we might go for 2 here.
Fill in the details there, Rob.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Stretch.
We got 2 wide outs right, 1 left, 1 back. And motion and the snap. Looking for time. Got a receiver, A.J., and he is down on the 3. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 7-10 in the third quarter. Landrum 26, the Eagles 28.
Are you tired of dealing with tire troubles? Look no further than Blue Ridge Tire, your one-stop destination for all your tire needs. From flat tire repairs to computerized wheel balancing, we've got you covered. Offering top-name brands like Yokohama, Toyo, and Michelin. Blue Ridge Tire is conveniently located at 2701 North Highway 101 in Greer. Don't wait until you're stuck on the roadside. Call us now, 864-879-0703. At Blue Ridge Tire, we won't leave you flat.
Have a tree problem? Look no further than JB Trees LLC. At JB Trees LLC, we strive to provide a wonderful experience with professional service marked by excellence, all at reasonable prices. Schedule your free estimate today by calling 864-497-8511. That's 864-497-8511, or visit us online at jbtreesllc.com. JB Trees LLC, where your vision meets our expertise.
Ooh, your Landrum Cardinals are in a battle down here in where, Kevin? Chesterfield County, South Carolina?
Hageland, South Carolina, Chesterfield County, that's correct.
Oh, I got it right for once.
Play another 3 or 4 quarters, and you might finally get it.
Well, I was kidnapped and brought here.
Against your will.
Against my will, and Williams laced the toe to it. This one will be fielded back at the 15-yard line by number 5. That's Williams also. He is crafty, getting down the sidelines, escapes more, and he could take it, but he gets caught finally at the 31-yard line. He has been dangerous all evening every time he has touched the ball. That's Sean Davis. I called him Williams, but I'm sorry, it's Sean Davis.
Yeah, I mean, they have a very unique ability. They do have great top-end speed, but they go from, in a car reference, 0 to 60 just on a turn of a dime. They can stop and start. It doesn't take them forever to get to top speed. It's just phenomenal athletes down here.
I had mentioned to you earlier in the evening how quick these backs hit the hole. Reminiscing like old Woodruff backs used to and things like that. I long for the day when we have backs that hit the hole that hard on first down. They'll hand it off. Lots of running room into the second level, around the corner, towards the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for the Eagles.
Yeah, That did look easy.
Do you find it strange that this evening we have not had one holding call, I think. We have a holding call.
We have one
holding call.
We have one.
We have no blocks in the back or anything else. And I saw bodies laying everywhere. And
Steve, they cut the lights off on you?
I cut it off because the glare was bothering me a little bit. So
I thought maybe the officiating cut them off. Okay, guys, we're going.
They want to cut my mic off.
Going for 2.
That's my job.
You got 3 out right, 1 left. And the pass was to 3. Good coverage by Titus Poree.
All right, 6:48 remaining in the third quarter of play here down at Central High School. 34 for Central, 26 for the Cardinals. We've got a ball game, folks. Stick around for the rest of it.
The Flounder Seafood Restaurant, located at 160 Barbado Lane in Spartanburg, opens every Wednesday through Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Serving the Upstate since 1969, they have been twice voted Spartanburg's best seafood restaurant. Everything at the Flounder is fresh and homemade, from their specialty stews to their famous hash and their signature flounder. Visit the website at flounderfishcamp.com. Come visit the Flounder, where there is a line, but it moves quickly. The Flounder at 160 Barbado Lane. Give them a call at 864-763165.
All right, back here in Pageland, South Carolina, Central Eagles up to 26. Back with us now, Mr. Steve Roper.
All right, we got a ball game definitely going on here. Just back and forth, back and forth. We're up against 2 opponents. I'll just be honest with you. We're against the Central Eagles and the guys in striped shirts, it seems. And I'm not going to hide it. Bouncing kick. McClintock fields it back at his own 19-yard line. Brings it up, sidestepping a lot of people. They're trying to strip it away from him. He's still on his feet and brings it back to the 40-yard line. They tried to take that ball away from him, but I tell you, McClintock held on to it. And we've got an Eagle down, so we're going to take this moment to pause, listen to a few sponsors.
All right, guys, 30-second commercial for GSP Security. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
No, it's your turn to go. I did the last one.
No, this one's yours.
Man, I've already got a security system from GSP Securities. You're the one who needs to talk about this.
Well, you can talk about it because I don't know anything about it, so you tell me.
I've got cameras, I've got motion detectors, I've got everything that I need to be safe at my house.
Oh, come on.
All right, forget it. Y'all both forget it. Just go to www.callgsp.com today to request a free quote.
This is Steve Roper,
Kevin Jackson,
at Upstate Prepcast. And I tell you what, folks, you don't have to feel a financial strain from a clogged drain. Just call the MVP of plumbers. That's Mike Varner's Plumbing. Proudly celebrating their 40th year of service to the Carolinas. Mike Varner's Plumbing has you covered in all situations, whether it's commercial or residential. So if your toilet's on the fritz and you really need to take a...
Hold everything. Folks, call the MVP of plumbers today at 864-472-8756. Mike Varner's Plumbing of Inman.
All right, here we are, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. 6:38 remaining in the third quarter, 34-26. Little option pitch. Kirby Gentry's going to come in to replace him. A.J. Lindsey also comes off. Give him a rest. He's been playing some hard defense this evening. Poree, Kirby Gentry are split out to the right. Foster to throw. Steps up in the pocket, evades one man, throws long. McClintock's back there, pulls it in. 2 men, double coverage, and he pulls it in at the 31-yard line. And another Eagle goes down from the collision. Slow to get up.
McClintock caught that right in the middle of the 2 of them. Those 2 Eagles did collide when trying to bring him down. McClintock also is going to go down here on the sideline, and we're probably going to have to step away.
Well, just let's while we got this thought right here, let's focus right here on McClintock and what he has done the last couple of weeks. He had struggled earlier in the season with that youth and everything, and whatever these coaches have done to him. But that catch right there, Kevin, I'm going to tell you, that catch for him is going to be the defining catch of his early career right now. He's going to be a motor from here on.
Well, on the
catch it between 2 defenders and come up with a big play. You're talking about making confidence for a player. That it's on from here on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Well, the game after, I believe it was after that Liberty game when Coach selected to bring him up to the Southside Smokehouse Landrum coaches show up there, and he's made no bones about it. He has a brother that's in in college, a college football player, and he has dreams of it as well. And he has the physical tools, the size, the speed, and all that. It's just been the focus and the concentration. And these past few weeks, he's really grown up, a sophomore, and he's coming along. And that time, in double coverage, goes up, uses that frame and pulls it in, and then survives through the catch. And a fantastic athlete.
I've just seen plays like that in young people's careers before. It was the defining moment of when they blossomed. And
the great thing, Ty Foster, a junior, they'll have all off season. Hopefully, after a few weeks when we're done and stuff, we hope to still be playing another 4 or 5 weeks here. But during this off season, they'll be able to get reps and stuff and have another year of growth and development with each other. And
all right,
future bright for the Cardinal offense.
First and 10 for the Cardinals. They come back out. A little stoppage in play before it gets started. A.J. Lindsey's back into the lineup at an H-back set on the left side, and on the right side over there's Pourri.
We have an official stoppage.
Yeah. Had too many. Did he stop him to let too many men off?
No, I think it was the equipment.
Aiden Kelly to the left of Ty Foster. Better watch. Kelly gets the call. Kelly bullying his way forward. It's going to get good yardage out of that, just right up behind, up in that line, right up in there behind his big lineman Maddox. Mad Dog White. I told him I was going to call him Maddox Madman or Mad Dog. He said he liked Mad Dog. I'll go with that.
And that time, Pourri, they're in motion, able to kind of have that window dressing. They bit on him to the side, did the linebackers, and allowed Aiden Kelly to have a hole right up the middle there able to get.
He picked up 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Again, Kelly on the call. In behind the center and the guard, Blake Bridges and Maddox again. No mark yet. Move the chains. That's a Flounder Seafood first down for the Cardinals. Comes at the 4:45 mark in the third quarter of play. And it happens at the 21-yard line of the Eagles. Cardinals come to the line, look to the side over here to get the play. Aiden Kelly to the left of Foster. Takes the snap. Play action. To the outside towards McClintock. Intercepted by the Eagles. Pass was just a little behind McClintock, right into the awaiting arms of number 8, Trayvon Moore of the Eagles.
Yeah, right there again, we said on the year that they had intercepted a lot of passes here. They're really good athletic defensive backs, and that time kept his head up. He was playing the ball instead of the man, and when he did that, he had it come right to him. That ball was a little, not only a little high, but a little behind as well and stuff. But, and McClintock, still cramping up on the sideline, could not go up that time and try and knock it down. So turnover, unfortunate, but the Cardinals now go back on defense.
Need to make a stop here for sure. They've got a different quarterback into the game. He'll take the snap and hand it off. Brody Gosnell is there to make the stop, trying to punch that ball out. It doesn't come. And Jalen Rose also in on the stop.
Make sure you throw your Gatorade away there, Steve.
That's the magic formula right there. You need to take that down on the field and throw it out with tobacco juice in it there. 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. Little inside trap. Back to the left side, breaking tackles over in front of the central sidelines. Ball comes loose. Cardinals say they got it. No decision yet. Let's see. That's on the far side of the field. Who's got it? We got it.
Cardinal football.
We got it. They had something going there. It got open, but Kevin, I know we don't like that poking and stripping, but we like to fuss about it. But it pays off, buddy.
Well, we like it when it's selectively enforced and it works, Situational awareness, and this time when you're down 1 score and it's worked.
You and I have always said we don't mind a little crow pie every now and then, do we?
No.
3:33 remaining in the third quarter. 34-26, Central on top of the Landrum Cardinals.
Still a 1-score game.
That's right, and the Cardinals have it 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Central. Foster takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to take it on his own to the left, turn in the corner. They'll slam him down to the ground after a pickup of 2. And I mean, they slammed him down. He's down, and he may not get up. He took a wallop.
He's getting back up.
He's slow to get up, but he took a wallop.
He's a little slow, but yeah, he took a pretty good hit.
And there comes good old Doc Baker out to the field. So we'll take a timeout here with 3:23 remaining, 34-26 here at Central.
This is Pastor Tyler from View Church. We're located in Bowling Springs at 5555 Pierce Bridge Road. If you've been turned off by religion, been discouraged or hurt by church, or maybe you just thought church was boring, you should give View Church a try. It's a place like none other. The people are genuine, the Spirit is obvious, and God is moving in this place. Visit our website for times and direction at viewchurch.org.
You know, back in the day, Kevin, it just dawned on me. There used to be and I thought of this last night also, a penalty you do not see enforced, or maybe they call it a personal foul. We don't hear them say it. Unnecessary roughness. From the college and pros, I don't see them say unnecessary roughness too much. Now, in my opinion, back in the day, that would have been unnecessary roughness when you pick a guy up and you body slam him. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals. New quarterback in for the moment as Pouree takes the snap, hands it off, or tries to hand it off to Aiden Kelly, and they're on top of him very quickly. And it was 2nd and 8, and we'll lose 3 out of that. Now it's 3rd and 11.
Foster's going to come back in, it looks like, for this 3rd down.
He's coming back in, but he sure is favoring that right side of the body a little bit as he wipes his hands coming out. But he's one tough bird. He has taken some licks this year.
Oh, yeah.
We call him Ty the Timex Foster because he takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Coach Bridges talked about his toughness.
3rd down, Foster to throw. Under pressure. Fires it long over the middle, looking for Gentry, who's covered back there. Got him by the collar and no call. No interference call there. Like I really thought we'd get it.
And the ball's inside the 40-yard line. We'll see if they punt or they'll just
we'll
go for it.
Go for it. It's 4-down territory right here.
36-yard line.
At our own at the Eagle 36. So now they'll send in the Mike Varner punting crew. We'll try to pin them deep then. Maybe we can get another turnover down there. Coach playing the percentages. Try to pin them deep back here. We've had a turnover earlier tonight on a punt, and we've had 2 turnovers on some good runs. So
and they're definitely not playing back, so we should just.
They're not. We just kind of pooch it back there. There's the kick by.
Good kick.
Gentry takes a Cardinal bounce. It's going to roll deep inside the 5-yard line, mark it down
Looks
around
like about the 2.
That's good. Good job. Now the coach had a good idea there, and it paid off.
Telling you what, Kirby Gentry, if we have a special teams player of the game, he's going to get it because he is.
Well, we'll make it up, and he gets it. How about that?
He has pinned these guys deep plenty of times. Again, they tried to pick up the very first punt of the evening, waited late to pick it up, and was immediately walloped and fumbled the ball. And ever since, they have not touched a single return, and it has allowed us to really flip field position on the game. Been a big advantage for the Cardinals.
They pinned them back there at the 2-yard line, and we turned them loose one time from the 3 or 4, wasn't it? So they'll come out in the double tight end formation, bunching them all up in there. Shotgun formation, quarterback keeper all the way. Tries to come up center, but hey, guess who's there? Bruiser Brody Gosnell is there to clog that hole up. Along with Dominic
Whitesides. Looked like he was down on the 4, looked like he was spotted on the 5.
So they'll give him 3 yards out of that. Okay, now we're looking at 2nd and 8. Back at the 5-yard line from the shotgun. Direct snap back to the quarterback. Yeah, somebody moved. And Old Yella finally came out against the home team over here. Can't believe that. If it wasn't so obvious, he might not would have called
It has to. It has.
I think he feared retribution from the press box over here on the visitor side.
I mean,
because there's a maniac up here.
That's
not counting the one out in front of the window in front of me now. It's the one in the press box too.
Early motion has been really the only thing called tonight, for real. In all seriousness.
Backs him up a little bit deeper. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw out of the end zone. Going deep. Looking for the home run. Ball's got a man out there just off his fingertips. Out in front of him just a little bit. But what an arm.
Yeah, I mean, for a team that at least on paper doesn't pass a whole lot, you kind of have to wonder why, because he's got an arm. But if you don't have to, I mean, it's a lot more secure to keep that ball on the ground if you don't have to, and most of the weeks probably they don't have to.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Rob, where's the ball actually spotted at? Back at the 4? I think it's spotted back around the 4-yard line. Third and 11. They'll bunch it out. Double tight ends. Set. One receiver to the Landrum sidelines. Direct snap. Looking for the hole. There it is. Looking for somewhere to go. Picks up the first down in front of the Cardinal sideline. Still on his feet. Tippy-toed. Picks up a Flounder Seafood first down. And once again, I find it remarkable that on big plays all night long, there's not been a holding call or a block in the back. Nothing to ever negate a big play. And usually you have something on a big play that turns somebody loose, but we're not getting that call tonight.
Yeah, this second half has been a little. What's been different for them offensively is being able to seal that edge. They could not do that in the first half, and it has been their in-the-well go-to play when they need it here in the second half to pull that runner to the outside and go around the end.
When they come out with that double tight end formation, it's tough to stop. On first down, handoff to the lone back, into the secondary. Crosses the midfield stripe down to the 41-yard line of the Cardinals. And that's where A.J. Lindsey will stop him, along with Carson Roach. Got to be the two leading tacklers on tonight's ball game. Tonight, in the ball game, would be Carson Roach and once again A.J. Lindsey with a remarkable 22 tackles against Chesney 2 weeks ago. New set of chains for the Eagles. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. They got it at the Cardinal 42-yard line. Handoff on a little reverse. Carson Roach cuts him back in. He gets away from everybody. We had him hemmed up, and he turned back to the inside and picks up 13 yards.
These lateral jump cuts, and like I said, they're able to just cut side to side, then just power and jet up. I mean, it's just such quick, agile movements, unlike anything we've seen this year.
Very quick. I mean, you have to look back to Clinton to see such quickness and speed.
But even them, I mean, they had top-end speed. They did not have lateral movement agility like this.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They do have to snap it. 26 seconds. Play clock started a while ago, and it was 44 seconds after the play, so they do have to snap it. It's already elapsed by the that's a delay of game, and they didn't call it. I was looking at the clock. They've run it to the left side, and we'll stop him. But the ball went in play, and the clock started running with 44.4 seconds, Kevin. They snapped the ball with 19 seconds right there. You do the math, okay? You do the math. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Lord have mercy. Help me get through this fourth quarter without strangling somebody, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
34-26, Central on top of the Landrum Cardinals, and we're getting mad.
Well, you are.
Jeff Parks and his team of experienced real estate professionals at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services see Dan Joyner are lifelong football fans, and they know for a successful football team on any level, you must have great coaching and a good game plan. The same goes when purchasing or selling a home. Let the Spartanburg office at 170 Camelot Drive be your coach with the right game plan and strategy to make your real estate purchase go like a championship winning season. Contact Jeff Parks at 864-415-0336. Berkshire Hathaway, see Dan Joyner of Spartanburg. See danjoyner.com.
Step up to the plate at Home Run Cafe in Greer. Located at 810 North Main Street, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 and Saturdays from 8 to 4. You can start your day strong with protein shakes, smoothie bowls, lemonade shake-ups, or iced coffees. And don't forget our loaded teas with assorted flavors. The MVP of our menus, customers can't get enough. So call 864-915-4721 to place your order, or just slide on into Home Run Cafe, where every visit is a grand slam.
Okay, back here at Central High School. In what county again, Kevin?
Chesterfield County.
Named after Uncle Chester, I guess, who had a field. Got to set these chains up, and it'll be second down and about 8 yards to go for the Eagles at the Cardinal 27-yard line, I believe it is. They're moving from our right to left. In the final stanza here, and we have played one tough ball game here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are giving it all they got. Nothing to be ashamed of here. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 15, trying to find somewhere on that right side. Dominic Whiteside is there to make the stop for the Cardinals, along with Jalen Rose. And we got a player down on the field. It's a Cardinal down.
We got a player down.
We'll take this time out for another sponsor.
Discover the power of Mahindra at Mahindra of the Upstate, located at 4951 Chesney Highway in Chesney. We're your one-stop destination for top quality tractors. Mahindra, the #1 best-selling tractor in the world, is now within your reach. Take advantage of our low-rate financing options, making your dream tractor more affordable than ever. Visit our website at sctractor.com or call 864-461-2515. Mahindra of the Upstate, the official tractor of tough.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that.
All right, back here at Central. Direct snap to the quarterback. He's going to be caught in the backfield this time. Hanging on for dear life is A.J. Lindsey. Ball is on the turf. No call from the official. This one over here is saying he was down.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, the ball was out. But this one over here, it was down this time. But the same call in the first half. Anyway, Bruiser Brody shaking up on that last series for the Cardinals. He's over here being attended to. I think they landed on top of him. Got a lot of bodies fell on top of him, and he's a little bit shaken up, but he's going to be okay, though.
Fourth and looks like about 3.
4th and 3 at the Cardinal. 25-yard line. Double tight end set again. One back. Direct snap to him. Looking to the right side. We're there this time. Whitesides, Eli Shirley, and Jalen Rose close the door, and another Cardinal is on the turf. Shaking up, but he's getting up. We're hitting hard, and we're sticking it, and it's not without pain. And we've got a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back. And hang on, folks. This is getting good.
Isn't it nice to know that when someone says they'll stay in touch, they actually will? The phrase has real meaning at Raymond James because we believe in keeping clients informed about their portfolios, even in the most challenging economic times. Clients place their trust in us because we believe that meaningful communication, stability, and client satisfaction matter. Call financial advisor Tom Dixon at 582-1611, located in Spartanburg, to learn more. Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC, life well planned.
All right, Titus Poree shaking up on that last play, being escorted off the field by good old Doc who? Doc Baker, you call him?
Doc Baker.
Doc Baker. Hey, good old Doc Baker there. Yeah.
Come on, Matthew.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Aiden Kelly gets the call, and they wrap him up in the backfield. And again, after tussling him around, they pick him up and they body slam him. And no call for unnecessary roughness.
No call for the suplex.
I mean, come on, my goodness. There's unnecessary roughness, and then there's toughness and there's roughness. That's illegal. You're not going to get it called down here. I mean, what are the rules for wrestling on the football field? That's from the top rope, baby. So mark him up for a loss of about a half yard, if there was such a thing. About the distance of the football. Foster takes the snap, rolling to the left, under pressure, gets away, but they can't get too far away. He goes down. No chance for Ty to escape him that time.
Yeah, that time they brought the linebacker on a blitz around the right-hand side, and it just happened to be right to where Ty Foster was rolling to. And
it's a loss of about 14 yards.
Now got to protect this football here. Defense is
9:30 and counting.
Defense holding up. It's going to be hard to get this 3rd and long, but you cannot turn the ball over down in this part of the field. Even if you have to give it back to your defense to carry you one more time, you've got to protect the football here on 3rd and long.
And Foster takes the snap wide to his left, under pressure, and he's going to go down again. And they might have him for a safety, and they do.
Yeah.
That's the one sack he can't take way back there, but I don't think he could get away. They were just on him like flies on honey, and that makes it
a 2-score game.
Yeah, the blitz was coming there, and then the snap was wide right for him, so that made it tough.
Can't fault the young man there. They just came, looked like, the old adage, looked like school letting out. You ever heard that one?
Mm-hmm.
The old grandpa said, look like school letting out. There's so many youngins coming.
About the only thing that could negate that was possibly a screen, but that's not what was on there, and we are now down 10 points.
Well, we are down 10 points. It's not that you can't overcome it. You really can. But we've been outnumbered. We haven't been outgunned. We've been out-officiated. It's hard to play on the road like this, and I said it earlier in the year. When you play out of your county, that's just one against you already.
Well, we don't get any favors in county. What are you talking about?
Well, it's my experience now having worked with 2 high schools. I've been all over the place, and if you go out of Spartanburg County, if you're a Spartanburg County team, they treat you different because the best football in South Carolina is usually found in Spartanburg County in 2 or 3 different high schools.
Yeah, that's why Winn-Dixie Prep set up down there.
Exactly. I mean, when you want to build a program, why not buy out a food chain and pull in the buses and make your own school? We got to punt this thing now.
Got the Pharaoh.
With the safety, you got the penalty mark off.
You're thinking about our joke about the Pharaoh at Winn-Dixie Prep.
Winn-Dixie Prep, I told you. If you don't understand that, folks, I'll just tell you the truth. It's down at Mountain Dew Prep, just off the Asheville Highway. Gentry punts it. Good punt, high priority, goes over the receiver's head. He picks it up at the 23-yard line. That's number 5, Mr. Crafty again. And there he goes. He's finally tripped up at the midfield stripe.
Really by his own man.
Ivan Williams got him by the ankle back there. Tell you what, that guy, he's dangerous on any return.
Now this defense, one more time, they have produced 4th down stands. They punched it out multiple times. And quite honestly, with this season on the line, these seniors' last ride, they need a turnover. We need the ball back here and just the ball will be spotted at the midfield stripe at the 50-yard line.
Well, I was muting because I think I have a sneeze coming.
Yeah.
That's why
I heard you holding it back there.
I was rolling my hands like, keep talking, Kevin, keep talking.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I think it passed. It might come back. Whooshy. All right, they've got it at the right squarely on the midfield stripe. 50 yards to go for the Eagles. Little RPO, quarterback decides to keep it, gets away, escapes out of the backfield after we had him, and still on his feet and out of bounds after a pickup of maybe 8 yards.
Yeah, I heard those clicking noises over there. I figured it and looked, and you're hitting yourself there trying to keep from sneezing. So
you thought I was giving myself a Heimlich like a couple of weeks ago when I choked on the meatball.
Yeah.
A lot of help you were. I'm sitting there choking, and you're just continuing to call the game while I'm as red as that Cardinal shirt you've got on.
We've been preparing for the day you drop over from.
Got C-Rights on my speed dial. I mean, 9 minutes remaining in the contest, or 9 minutes until I have my cardiac. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw this time. Going for the home run ball. Nobody back there. Cardinal making a good effort to get back there towards it was number 4, Cooper Tidwell.
Third down now. Short.
Third and short. 3rd and 1. You can just expect that big old quarterback on the keeper again like he's done all night to the left or to the right.
We stopped him on this last possession here. Stop him again. I mean, I know they really want to probably be a balanced football team, but anytime they throw has been a favor for us.
So I expect 6 to keep it this time. Are they going to spread? Yeah. I don't know. They may have a little something up their sleeve. He's giving directions to that wide receiver right there, and he might be trying to fake this thing. But I think it's going to be all quarterback keeper. Nope, he'll take it, and he'll hand it off to number 15. And I think we might have stopped him. Depends on where this referee gives him a left foot. No, it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, no
they
gain.
Stopped him for no gain. Carson Roach over there again along with Whitesides on the stop. So far, Carson Roach scores big for me on the Upstate Defensive Player of the game. 4th down and 1, and Mike Varner 4th down. They're going to try the long, hard count, and we fall for it.
Yep.
We jumped right into it. Come on, guys. Even when the fella up in the press box knows it's coming, just sit down on it, you know. Oh, kids will be kids. None bigger kid than the guy in the press box, I guess, right? My mother
World's
said
oldest teenager, that's for
my
sure.
mother said I was a 62-year-old child.
I've at least got you past childhood. I've got you into teenage years.
I'm probably going to be called into the principal's
That's even
office
worse.
Monday. The 62-year-old teenager's going to get a call from the principal's office Monday. All right, they got a free Flounder Seafood 1st down out of it, 7:46 remaining. They try the right side again, and we'll clog that up way out there on the side. And when you're talking about the front 4 getting out to that far left side, let's say the right side of the Eagles, they're going from our right to left. But when Bruiser Brody and Whiteside make the tackle 10 yards near the sideline over there, that's moving. That's hustling. And that's what I want to bring up next year. I want to do away with offensive and defensive players. I want hustlers. I just want hustlers.
That was you at the pool hall, wasn't it?
Now back to throw. Going for the home run ball. We're back there. Pourri almost had a hand on it.
He did get a hand on it.
Great protection. And the throw, that'll bring up 3rd down. Tried to poke us deep there, but Pourri and Braylon Revis back there on the ball, not being fooled for one moment. And we've got timeout on the field. I think Central just used one of their timeouts. It's 36-26, 7 minutes remaining in the game from Chesterfield
County,
South Carolina.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Tom Dixon may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, mitigated taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Tom at 582-1611. Located in Spartanburg for an appointment, Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of capital.
You know, I'm not too up to date on this hip hop music and stuff, but I do recognize that song playing over there on their sideline, The Wobble. My kids play that at the pool. All right. 3rd and 10, looking to sweep it to the left side, gets away from Titus Pourri, and we'll run him out of bounds. Braylon Revis comes up to make the stop.
Yeah, Pourri did a good job forcing him wide to the side and basically negated him. He had a lot of yards in front, but he couldn't get around Pourri until Revis got there to help. So Good job stretching that out. Now the 4th and really long.
And what kind of 4th down is it, Kevin? I'll let you do it.
It's an MVP, Mike Varner's Plumbing.
What's that MVP stand for?
Mike Varner's Plumbing.
No, your most valuable plumber.
That's right.
All right, 4th down and a long 8. We've turned them loose on long yardage earlier in the game. We've stopped them on 4th down, I think, 3 times in short yardage situations this evening. They'll send trip receivers to the far side of the field, a single to this side, and we've got a whistle.
Got a flag.
Stoppage before play. Somebody flinched up on that front line.
We didn't jump, so it's got to be them. They're going to punt. A win for the Landrum Cardinals.
Even if we jumped, it wouldn't have been much of a help. But I think what happened was that left guard up in there flinched. I always like to blame it on the left guards anyway. If you're going to blame it on somebody, blame it on a lineman, right?
No.
Kevin has a can of Raid out spraying. That is not a good punt. Not a good punt at all.
Yeah, just stay down on that side for a little bit.
If you go from the original line of scrimmage, that would net be a 14-yard kick.
Yeah, just stay on.
I'm staying away from you because you're over here spraying wasp.
Well, it's not like you're not making – well, never mind.
I'm not scared of them myself.
Yeah.
I'm a real farm boy. I'm not scared of bees nor beast. I'm only scared of one of my ex-mother-in-laws. She come at you talking some language you didn't know what she was saying. You didn't take a chance. All right, the Cardinals take over. 6:41 remaining in the game. They trail by 10. They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Ty Foster fields a high snap, hands it off to Aiden Kelly, I believe. Downhill, Kelly picks up good yardage, maybe 4 on the play. Cardinals hurry up offense, rushing to the line. Not trying to waste any time. The clock is not your friend at this time. Kelly stands to the right of Foster. Looking to throw, slings it to the outside. Trying to set up a little wide receiver screen out there. Just short hopped it a bit. McClintock, the intended receiver. 6:14. The clock stops.
Yeah, like Rob said when we walked in. When you walk in and there's 2 big cans of Raid sitting down, you know you're in for a long
I just thought they had roaches. This place looks like a roach motel up in here anyway with the peeling paint on the wall. I've stayed in finer places.
You've stayed in worse, too.
3rd and 6. Foster to throw. Under duress. Trying to get away. Still on his feet. Rears back to throw. They get him as he throws and they slam him to the turf. Pass is incomplete. And Foster eats the grass and slow to get up. That'll bring up 4th down and another Mike Varner punting situation with 6:07 remaining in the game. And if we could get a scoop and score 6-point like we did earlier, that would be great to put us back in this thing. But first, let's worry about getting this punt off. Gentry has done an excellent job this evening, as he has all season punting.
See, they've gotten a little close on these last couple to him.
Number 5 back there again. High snap. There comes the rush. He gets it off. End over end kick. Crosses the midfield stripe. Takes a Cardinal bounce. And it's going to roll dead around the 24-yard line of the Central Eagles. So once again, Gentry comes up big with the foot and flips the field.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be one of our – we're going to expand it to a 3.
Say that 3 times. Gentry with the foot flips the field. I'm surprised I even got it out with my tongue tied.
I can't talk plain on just hello world. So,
all right here with 5:55, all nickels showing on the scoreboard. 36-26, Central on top of Landrum. It comes down to this, boys. Senior boys, you're playing for it all on this series right here. Get the ball back if you have any chance of coming out of this thing and extending your season.
You're clear now. The smell is gone.
That's from the Raid. Handoff to number 15 with some running room into the secondary. Ball's on the ground, and we got it. Braylon Revis pulls it in at the 45-yard line. Our prayers have answered.
Tell you what.
The gridiron gods shine upon the Landrum Cardinals.
I'll tell you what, folks. I don't know if we're going to win this game or not, but the gridiron gods have smiled upon us most of this evening.
They have given us the opportunity,
they
providing we
have.
do not self-inflict wounds again.
Begging us to come down here and punch this in and make this a one-score game again.
I tell you, right now I'd poke it deep right off the bat. I'd go long for A.J. Medford over here on this side. He got the height advantage against number 2. Number 2 doesn't seem much bigger than a stump. I've seen stumps a bit taller than him out in the pasture. So great height matchup over here. And they do look that way, and they're going that way with it long. But it's Titus Poree back there.
Intercepted.
And it's going to be picked off. Number 3 picks it off, bringing it back upfield. He's got a wall of blockers. Gets away from everybody. A.J. Lindsey finally runs him out of bounds. And I can't believe it. Penalty markers come flying in on the return. We've got a Cardinal down.
We've got about 2 or 3 blindside blocks that I saw at least.
So they finally call it.
We'll see what they called.
Well, it had to be a block in the back.
So the blindside, there's at least 2 of our guys laying down.
I was looking for the matchup with Medford right here. Medvar. I didn't even see Titus, but they did. They had the right idea with the matchup, the height-wise right there.
They did.
Just overthrew it.
Pressure, they've been able to get the tie a little better than this half, and that pressure has caused him to get it out a little earlier and quicker than he intended to. The matchup was there if he could have been able to set his foot and get it down for a one-on-one jump ball, but instead he kind of had to tuck it, run, and throw it on the run, and he caused that ball to drift a little more toward the center of the field.
Looks like that was a personal foul. Got 15 off of it. But
yeah, that had to be an illegal blindside block. I saw 2 of them personally. So
that's when you go after cheap shotting kids when they're not looking right there. So that packs it up from the spot of the foul. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Handoff to the right side, and we stack him up after a short gain. Our guys are fighting tooth and nail. They are laying it on the line here, fans. I'm telling you, I've never been more proud of a group of boys in my life is what they're throwing out here right now. You and your sign language.
I'm pointing.
You should be pumping you're born and raised Landrum. You should be up here just pumping these guys up like gasoline.
Okay.
But you'll wait the baseball season. 4:44 remaining. Handoff to the right side. Still on his feet. Ball's on the ground, I believe. Nope. I was really hoping there, wasn't I?
There was a commotion.
Here we go. We got flags again.
And we got a timeout, too. Who won?
Well, the flag
came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, where's the flag at?
Opposite side of the field.
Looks like they would be making that call instead of going to the timeout. I don't think there is a flag.
I think he picked it up.
I think it's that one official that hasn't thrown one all night. And
he was test fired.
Yeah, he decided, this thing may not be working. And it fell out, So anyway, 4:31 remaining in the contest. We're down by 10 points. We've come on the road. We've taken a 2.5-hour journey down Highway 9 to the lower upper part of South Carolina. It's not the low country. The PD. Is this actually the PD?
Fought people at the buffet, fought the wasp.
Yeah.
Fought the ref.
Hey, I'll whoop somebody's tail at the buffet, especially that gal that was trying to get that last chicken leg. The nerve of her trying to take that. I didn't mind taking it off of her plate, did I? Shouldn't have done it at her table, though. I mean, different. 3rd down and 4. Quarterback keeper to the right side. They'll run him out of bounds. And
now I know we got a flag.
Penalty marker comes flying in from the guy in the white hat. It's the first time he's thrown his all night. Think he'll call that hold that he missed earlier in the game? Oh, now we decided to call it. Holding against the Eagles. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kindness at 4:25 remaining in the game with a 10-point lead. We'll decline it. Bring up 4th down and 4. So Mike Varner, 4th down. Mike Varner Plumbing on Nashville Highway. Give them a call, 472-8756. No job too big or too small. Celebrating 40 years of reliable service. Your most valuable plumber. Who's back deep for us, Gentry or Braylon Revis? Is that Revis back deep for?
That's Revis.
Revis is deep for the Cardinals. I think AJ almost got a hand on that punt. He may have got a finger on it. Revis lets it alone and roll dead at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that yell that you heard was certainly him thinking he should have had it.
Woo! That thing shot out of there like a 357, and that's what's remaining in the quarter here. 357 and counting. Now down to 345 as I look back up.
So now it's go time.
Yes, it's go time.
The middle of the field has been open throughout the evening. We'll see if they can take those shots across the middle again.
So receiving-wise, we've got in the game right now McClintock, Gentry, Titus Pourri, and Medvar. Aiden Kelly in the backfield at the H-back.
They've been very predictive of when we roll out to our right as well.
Well, I'm sure that Aiden will probably have to be in for a blocker, but if you sneak him out on the wheel or something like that. It may catch him shorter as the Central Legal Band cranks it up. I think the officials have some resetting the clock here or something. 3:45 remaining. Here we go. Foster fields a high snap, hands it off to Aiden Kelly. Nowhere to go. The ball comes loose. They strip it away from him, and Eagle comes up with it and takes it back down to the 10-yard line. I think they just took it away from him, and Aiden comes up, and he's favoring that right hand a little bit, that right wrist. And that was that hand sure looks crooked on him as he's coming off. Doc Baker's looking at it. On the fingers a little. I think they just ripped that ball out and tried to take his arm with it, Kevin. So in the red zone, they get it 1st and goal. Around the 7 or 8 yard line. Hard to see from here. Double tight end formation. Quarterback keeper to the right side. We've got him hemmed up in the backfield, and we'll stop him for no loss. Bruiser Brody comes crashing in, along with Blake Bridges, 66 in on the stop also.
Looks like a loss of 3 there.
And again, Carson Roach.
Yeah, defense and special teams of our players of the game is not going to be hard to figure out tonight. We just need to pick us someone for offense.
I've got a good feeling about somebody that snagged 2 beautiful passes, one for a touchdown earlier in the game, and it was a beautiful catch. 2nd and goal. Hand off to number 3, and he is swallowed up. A.J. Lindsey swallows him up and just spits him back out at the 15-yard line. No doubt he's the leading tackler on the defense this evening. And we could just about give it to him every week if you graded it just simply on hustle. And they're bleeding this thing for everything they can. 2:20 and counting. A 10-point lead is what we would like to get. They lead by 10, but they don't want it any better, more than that. They'll take timeout. The Eagles will. They'll call timeout with 2:10 remaining in the contest. The Central Eagles 36, Landrum 26 in the first round of the 2A playoffs.
Warrior Tree Service, your go-to tree experts. Family owned and operated since 2020, offering service from tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding. At Warrior Tree Service, we handle it all. When nature strikes, Count on us to clean up the mess and restore your property back to normal. Visit our website at warriortreeservicesc.com. To get a free estimate, call 864-278-2555. Warrior Tree Service, where nature thrives, we revive.
Better than award-winning jumbo wings while you watch great sports programming on huge flat screens at Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of great food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinner, and snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat and watch the game here, order online for pickup at to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast,
Okay,
easy.
3rd and goal for the Eagles at the Cardinal 10-yard line. Little reverse back to the left side, and A.J. Lindsey sniffs it out and runs him out of bounds to bring up 4th and goal. Once again, that's Lindsey and Carson Roach.
Yeah, you could obviously make an argument for A.J. Lindsey to be defensive player of the game every week because he's going to – his instincts, his study, his work ethic, his habit, he's going to be in position to make a tackle.
Well,
almost every play. But
this evening, every tackle that he seems to have been in, Carson Roach was there too.
Exactly.
And with 2 minutes to go, I'm going to go ahead and nominate him as my defensive player of the game. 4th and goal. Back to throw. One-on-one, reverses field, back to the other side. Man's wide open in the corner of the end zone, overthrows him. So we hold him with 1:56 to go in the contest, and we're down by 10. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what the odds were on this game, but I'm sure we would have been at least 3 scores, a 3-score underdog coming into this contest.
It's high school sports, so you don't want to talk about necessarily betting odds, but we definitely covered the spread. If it's such a thing, which it's probably not, but, nobody looked to come out of here at least a 10-point or potentially less than if we can come down here and
I'm guilty,
punch it in.
And I hate to say what I showed you on the text earlier tonight, my prediction. We won't even say it because the boys would kill me for having
we
such
expected
little
to
faith.
compete very well, but it's.
I was afraid we'd turn them loose in the 4th quarter. Foster looking to throw, rolling to the left, to the outside. It's almost picked off, intended for A.J. Medvar.
And they've got that out to the sideline pretty well covered right now. Anything near the sideline, they've got covered up right now.
Rob, after this game, after you interview the coach, we might talk to a few players. We might try to talk to Cooper Tidwell, our defensive player. Some of these seniors may be a little emotional. If they Foster back to throw, and he's going to go down with 1:44 remaining. They sacked him that time. We got a Cardinal down. I think he's cramped up a little bit. One of the younger ones getting in some of the action back there on that offensive line. Kind of got hit in the back side of his leg right there. This Vine Stanton, he's always in there. Played a good game.
I believe we've called a timeout according to what the side judge says is.
Let's talk offensive player player.
Ruining my equipment here, but I don't care.
It's spraying Raid on everything.
I am.
The bees just keep coming out. Now, that heater makes them come out and warm the place up. Offensively, for me, I'm going to have to go with Kirby Gentry. Great snag to start the game with the touchdown earlier. That second touchdown, I believe it was, with just a great reception. You could also look at Ty Foster again, but we have to do that week in and week out. We could look at even A.J. as an offensive performer for some of the big plays he had. We could look at Medvar, A.J. Medvar, with a terrific catch down here for a touchdown.
Thought you were pointing at another wasp here. I'm like, dadgummit.
It's just like an old Italian. I'm talking and pointing.
But coming down ahead on the side of the end zone.
We got the ball back at our own 5-yard line. All right, Foster on 3rd down and 13, 1:34. Looking to throw. Good protection. Steps up in the pocket. Fires, got McClintock up around the 24-yard line. or around the 20. They'll mark him out at the 18 from this angle. I'm sorry. That is very close to the sticks, 1 yard shy of the first down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's going to come down to. 128.
4th and inches in the trenches.
As I always said, 4th and inches in the trenches, boys up front. This is where you earn your pay. Madman Maddox, Blake Bridges, Vuthi Sam, Whitesides get the job done this time. 4th and inches on the trenches, but we line up in that shotgun formation. We take the snap 5 yards deep, hand it off to A.J., and Mr. Dependable is going to pick it up for the Cardinals at the 123 mark. There again, we like to argue about we need a yard or two, and you take the snap 6 yards deep. But you know, Kevin, it gives a chance to things to, and I don't like it on the too much over the long downfield for Medvar, goes up, almost catches it, and a desperation pass there, and I'm not too happy about their fans singing goodbye to us over there, but
to the victor goes the spoils.
That's right. I hope one day we can return the favor with a full band. 1:10 left in the contest, and I'm going to leave them a little present down here. What we got going on here? Okay, just sorting out where the ball is going to be placed back in where it should be. 2nd and 10. Foster to throw. Under duress, gets it off. Intercepted. Nope, in and out. Thank goodness he dropped it. Ball was just behind McClintock, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to the sidelines, getting the play from Coach Bridges. Foster now brings him to the line, sets him under. A.J. Lindsey stands to his right. Looking to throw. The rush is coming. A little screen underneath. Complete to Titus. Titus into the open field. Gets it up to the 45, and they'll haul him from behind. They bulldogged him from behind, and now comes a late flag in. And it could be a little bit of extracurricular activity, maybe a little unnecessary roughness, but it comes a little too late in this ball game. And I hope he's not looking back at us, but they do call him for unsportsmanlike conduct. Could have had several of those called earlier in the game that might have made a difference. At least the ones that didn't get called have evidently made a 10-point difference. And I can point to 2 instances in this game where the lack of a call cost us points.
Well,
and it was so obvious.
Some of these tackles that have been, like you said, unnecessary roughness, really I put more on the blame of you need to call the whistle and stop forward progress.
Well, when you grab a player by the waist and you lift him off the ground and you slam him, that's unnecessary. You've stopped his forward momentum. He's down, and you don't get to slam him to the ground like NWA.
Those are a little harder. Those are a little more subjective. When it's a hit after the play is over, that's when those are more obvious.
57 seconds remaining in the contest. We've got it at the Eagle 36. Foster slings it to the outside off the hands of Rowan Gehrman. The outstretched hands at that.
Anything that's in the intent of making a tackle is very subjective. Anything after the play like that, though, is definitely, and they made the call.
Yeah, those are very obvious, though, when you literally pick one up and slam it like that. And I saw a couple of plays last week watching some college football, and the referees did cite them for the infraction. So it's 2nd and 10. Little trickery. Throwback pass to Foster from Pourri. It's off the mark. That might have been a setup. Well, we had 3 linemen down here, so had Blake Bridges downfield and another of Whiteside downfield, so that was screened back to Foster all the way. I thought for a second Foster maybe going to toss that thing with the double pass, but.
Yeah, the lineman there, defensive lineman there, read that play. He did not follow the ball carrier. He actually came in, but I think it had been a little short anyway.
All man coverage from them, though. They're not worried about it. Back to throw. Foster over the middle. McClintock can't hang on. Takes a good pop in the back. Also comes up slowly.
He's given his all this evening, and I think we'll go ahead and submit him as our offensive player of the game, along with defensive player of the game, Carson Roach. And we're going to make a special tonight for Kirby Gentry, our special teams player of the game.
Yeah, with those punts flipping the field as he did. 4th down. Here it is for all the beans, all the marbles. Senior season online. Foster to throw. Pump fakes going long down the right side. Medvar's there. Can't pull it in. And it's going to be intercepted at the 1-yard line. In and out of his hands and right into the Eagles. And that's going to do it, fans, with 32 seconds to go in the contest. And the Eagles will take a 10-point win here from the Cardinals. And I tell you what, they were in for a fight. They might have looked down on that little crew from the mountains of northwestern corner of South Carolina, come down here to the flatlands. But I tell you what, the Mountain Boys showed them how to play some football.
Yeah, this was the Cardinal team that we saw for most of the year. This was the one that we saw and went 4 quarters with Clinton. And they come down here all the way across the state 2.5 hours and give the Central Eagles all they could handle here. And
9 is the magic number. And I've thought about this. If we can get enough kids out to play in the coming years where we can have 9 extra guys that are good to give people rest, with 9 more players where kids don't want to play.
I thought you were making a Herman Cain reference.
I don't want 11. I don't need 11. Give me 9. I'll rest 9 kids, and you can win with that. We play both ways all night long, and they'll take the snap and run it up the middle. Bruiser Brody probably just made the final tackle of his career. So you can always remember the last play of the last game of the last day, he made the last tackle. As the clock winds down, fans, and we're going to be going home here shortly. 36-26, the Central Eagles over the Landrum Cardinals in round 1 of the 2A state playoffs. And our guys laid it all on the line. They left everything on the field, Kevin.
Yep.
And nothing to be ashamed of. And, folks, I'd send a plea out to you. Send your child to Landrum and let them become a Landrum Cardinal. I yearn for the day where we field 36 players and we can come down here and defeat a program like that. And we can sing songs and taunt them as they leave the gates.
Yeah, it's a good game, and very proud of this effort and stuff. This is the Cardinals we thought we had all these season. Kind of disappeared there a couple weeks.
Just numbers. We get tired. We do not have. You can't win week in and week out playing the same 11 guys. And we need more kids to come out. I tell you, the magic number is 9. If you can get just 9 extra kids to come out, 9, then you can rest 9, and you can win. Just give me 9 kids, Landrum. Send me you're young, you're tired, you're humble. What does she say in New York? What is that lady? Was it the Statue of Liberty? Send me you're tired, you're poor, and you're humble. Send them to Landrum, South Carolina to become a Cardinal. Plenty of room to live up there. Beautiful place. And as soon as the coach gets through talking to the players, we're going to have a few words with him. And maybe tonight we'll bring you a few words from a few players. And, folks, we're going to pack it up and we're going to head back to Emmons. I said Emmons, you got to go to Greer. Yeah. And
well, it's all about you.
Rob's got to go back to Motlow. And the Cardinals have got to go all the way back to Landrum.
And I got to go all the way to Myrtle Beach tomorrow. So.
Good job, coaches. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, coaches.
Flip the light on, please.
Yeah, turn the light on.
We're going to look at all the wasps, but haven't yet stung us, but probably will before we get out of here.
I tell you, the guys left it all on the field. They gave it their all. and nothing to be ashamed of. Like we said, I'm sure that we were probably a 3-score underdog coming into this contest, and Central was definitely surprised by the effort that a small little old team like we've got come down here and put a little scare in them. When I say small, I always talk about number-wise. You know, that's the biggest thing with me right now is we need more kids.
I just hope we have enough support from the infrastructure here, keep these coaches from falling on top of us as they come down off the visitors' press box here. That may be the last one, so I think we're safe.
All right, Rob, let's see what you can get done down there and see if we can hem up Coach Bridges. And
yeah, I'm working on it, guys.
All right.
Always a bittersweet after any season ends.
While he's over there, just grab you a couple of seniors. Walk over there to Bruiser Brody. Like to hear from him, seniors.
I got it, Coach.
All right.
Coach, I know it's a tough loss for the team, but, man, those guys really put forth heart and effort tonight. What'd you tell them at the end there? I didn't catch the meeting there.
I'll be honest, I really didn't talk to them. I want to give these seniors time to go see their parents and talk to them, it being their last game. And, you know, I know how bad that hurts. I've been there, done that, and get to relive it every year at some point. But, you know, tonight felt like we had a good game plan. Felt like our defense, man, they played really good in the second half. Offensively, we just couldn't capitalize. We couple of turnovers, and we don't get scores off of them. And anytime you get turnovers, you got to score off of it. You know, especially in a game like this, playing a good team like that. But you know, disappointed in our performance in the second half from our offense. We just we didn't do what we're capable of doing, and I feel like if we would have, this would have been a different outcome. But good thing is you know. 11 seniors who have gave their heart and soul to the program, love them. They left it all on the field. They played as hard as they could. But good thing is we got a lot of guys returning. We're gonna have a dang good football team next year. People better look out.
Yeah, Coach. I know what happened in the second was tough, you know, to see with our offense. But I'm telling you, dude, I hadn't been so proud of seeing a team turn around. From what I saw last year to this year, the accomplishments, the goals that they've surpassed. Well, it was a great thing to see this year.
And I'm with you there. I totally agree. And you know, one thing when you come in and you're trying to you know, install and build your program. It takes time. It takes 2 to 3 years to fully get your culture, and we're getting there. You've seen it from year 1 to year 2, and I think you're going to see an even bigger jump from year 2 to year 3, and where we go and what we do. But I'm proud of these guys and proud of these seniors and everything they've done for this program, and you know, we'll always be here for them, and. You know, going to get back to work with these younger guys starting here in a couple of weeks. You know, we'll have a lot of guys playing multiple sports. We'll have guys wrestling, playing basketball, and then when the spring rolls around, we'll have plenty of guys playing baseball and doing track. And, you know, I told them for the game, you know, I don't want us to just be great in football. I want us to be great in everything we do. And I told them, I said, I feel like, you know, we have the opportunity as the football program to set the tone for the rest of our sports for the rest of the year. And we got to start doing a better job of that.
Well, Coach, I'm speaking on behalf of myself, Kevin, Steve, and many of the fans, I'm sure, that love the Cardinals. Proud of them, man. Super proud of them, and thank you for the job you do, sir.
No, yes, sir. I appreciate you guys and what you do each and every week. Thank you.
Hey, it makes my job pleasurable just to come out here and see you guys play.
That's right. Thank you.
All right,
guys.
take care, sir.
I think I'm going to cry.
Well, it's always one of the most, like I said, the bittersweet evenings and stuff, you know. Life goes on, and this night has to happen eventually and stuff, but it's always tough, even if you're somewhat prepared for it. That the finality of seeing these young boys, stuff they've worked on ever since, you know, a lot of them, you know, if you go watch every week, you see all your friends and people on Facebook that have the kids down in the tag division, and these boys have been doing that their whole life. And
when I look out here now, and some of the last players to leave the field right now and giving each other a big embrace. Right there's two seniors, Dominic Whiteside and Brody Gosnell. I'm not going to call him Bruiser. I'm going to give him his full name tonight, Brody Gosnell.
Proper Christian name.
His proper Christian name. And I'm going to tell you something. I have watched this young man all season long, and I'm going to give him the unofficial title of the Upstate Prepcast Hustler of the Year for the seniors. Because, like I said, pointed out tonight, several times throughout this season, you would see a guy of his size 10 to 20 yards down the field or away from the ball in on the tackles. Playing tonight 3 or 4 times, 4th and inches into trenches, we stopped him. Throughout his career, the last 2 years, he's done it. And as for a Hustler of the Year, that's the title I would bestow upon him defensively. And if I had to give an offensive Hustler of the Year, and I always like to give it to a senior. And to tell you the truth, hustling, you can't overlook Titus for the hustling part. But
yeah, also like Aiden Kelly, what he did this year.
Aiden stepping in, because we had no running back really coming into the season after losing what we lost last year. And where were we going to go from there? Was
there's my wasp killing man.
Yeah, it was a big question mark. Well, Kevin, I need to wrap up the 2024 season, and I'm going to go back into hibernation. I'll see all my fans, and I call them my fans.
Is that fireworks going off somewhere in the distance here?
All my fans, my mother and my grandchildren. I'm going to hibernate for the winter and come back next August, and let's see what Coach Bridges can do. And I'm going to send you off into basketball and baseball and all the other Cardinal sports that Upstate Prepcast likes to broadcast.
Yeah, like I was saying there, a lot of these guys, we've seen them or see a lot of players like them down in those little leagues, and life happens at you quick. I mean, you're down in that, you're 4 or 5 years old down in tag, and the next thing you know, you're walking off on senior night with tears in your eyes. And but these guys, like you said, they gave everything. The growth, the development from year to year was phenomenal compared to what we walked out of the stadium down at Strong. Well, what y'all walked down out of the field at Strong Thurman last year to now is phenomenal growth and development.
Most of last year we couldn't stop anybody from throwing a pass on us,
and honestly didn't want to. I mean, the effort wasn't there, and they worked hard.
What the coach told Rob out there a few moments ago, next year, you just wait a next year.
Well, Coach Bridges, again, we talked about it. He realized that he needed some experienced coaches on this staff to be able to coach the guys that he had up, and he went out and got those men, and they trained these boys up and really made them very resilient. So one thing we usually do is in our last game, we'll read out, this is today's varsity football roster, and we're going to read out all the 12th graders, seniors on here, including Titus Poree, Kirby Gentry, Ron Gehrman, Aiden Kelly, Harper Gosnell, A.J. Medvar, Hunter Shiflett, Corbin Owens, Jaden Rose, Dominic Whiteside, and Brody Gosnell. Those are the ones that I see on this roster. Please forgive me if I missed any, but I don't think I did. And thank you to these, I think Coach said 11 young men for all they've done to establish a new standard of Landrum Cardinals football. This is our last.
The foundation has been laid.
This may or may not be the final broadcast of our football season. We hope to have a season recap of the Landrum Cardinal football coaches show at Southside Smokehouse here in a couple weeks. But this will be our last live broadcast of the football season. So
yes, we're going to skip. We're going to have a week off and come back with a recap at the Smokehouse because some previously scheduled endeavors by some of our crew here. I mean, you're scheduled for a vacation with them.
Yeah, I'm scheduled.
But after how many weeks we've been at this, Kevin, now?
Yeah.
Counting the hurricane relief.
Well, I'm about to say the week we had off, my parents were having to live with me, and everything was haywire with trees all over the place, so there's not really been a week off.
But we need a week off to recoup, regroup, and think about all the good things that these kids did. Think of all the positive. I don't want to hear anything negative out of anybody in Landrum. If I walk down the street or I walk into the barbershop and somebody says something negative about this football team, there's going to be a problem with somebody. I'll find somebody to step in for me.
We do thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Since this is our last live broadcast of the year, we do thank you for your support all season long. If anyone's still out there listening, probably not. But anyway, we thank you. We will be back during basketball season for select dates.
Not me, thank you. They're happy about that.
It's going to be a little while for me, too. So, but we'll definitely be at the Battle at the Border tournament, all 24 games of that. And like I said, select basketball and baseball and softball dates throughout the year. So Upstate Prepcast, not just the football. We do cover every football game, but we will be back with you for select dates. Again, as always, go to www.upstateprepcast.net/Landrum for all of our schedules, as I'll need to put the basketball schedule up on the website here in the next week or so. So, again, your final score down in Central High School,
Chesterfield
Pageland
County.
Well, you said Chester so long that now you about got me saying it. Central High School in Pageland, South Carolina, 36-26 your final. Cardinals, a valiant effort in their ultimate game of the season. So, on behalf of Rob McIntyre, Steve Roper, this is Kevin Jackson signing off for 2024. Check our social media pages, Landrum Cardinals on Upstate Prepcast, and again, also our website, www.upstateprepcast.net for future broadcasts. What do we say?
Get me out of here, Percy. See you next year, fans.
The preceding Upstate Prepcast presentation was brought to you by Wings Etc., 2644 Bowling Springs Road, Bowling Spring. Good food, great times, award-winning wings, and amazing etc. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Your broadcast was brought to you by Wings Etc., by Raymond James Financial Advisor Tom Dixon, by the Bell, Carrington, Price & Gregg LLC Law Group, by Chad Wagner State Farm Insurance, by Jeff Parks and the Realtors at Brookshire Hathaway Home Services C. Dan Joyner, Spartanburg, by J.B. Trees LLC, by the Flounder Seafood Restaurant, by GSP Security, by Blue Ridge Tire, by Mahindra of the Upstate, by Warrior Trees, by J&L Lawn Service, by Home Run Cafe, by Mike Varner Plumbing, The View Church, Paris Bridge Road, Bowling Springs, by GG's Creations, by the Pocahontas Country Club, Nature's Mountain Playground, Pocahontas County, West Virginia, by the Seawright Funeral Home, East Main Street, Inman. Until next week when we meet again.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.